mean, I'm sure we'll be able to buy a, a better gun from someone. Also,
Bye.
I'm surprised the NCR didn't issue like back then. Like,
The robot is real.
He is LARPing, like real hard.
get,
See, normally this is you, Tim.
car.
Ah.
I'm not wrong.
Somewhere I'm allowed to shout at my fellow people that wear a thing. Oh, I should probably look in the chat. Because someone might be saying hi and I'm not saying hi back, which would be rude.
How dare you?
I know, right? There we go.
Arthur might show up, knowing him.
Okay. Mr. Phone, I need to be able to see the chat. Thank you, Mr. Phone. Oh, there's a place to shout this stuff out.
Wait, do you want Twitch chat on your phone?
I use it for my monitor so I can see the chat because I don't have it on the main screen. I keep the main screen for just running the game and stuff.
To be fair, I've done the same thing, so it works.
Boop, boop.
Ain't broke.
If it ain't broke, break it so you can be paid to fix it.
If it works that way.
It will if I yell loud enough. No. Boop. All right. Hello, everybody. I'm AD Springer, also known as Corbinian, and this is the Electric Metropolis video game tour. And this time around, we're doing our first actual episode of Fallout Isle of Twilight, where some Wastelanders have come to know of a certain dream of a certain island far off in the Pacific. But they are going to face certain challenges like being shot at, a typical problem in the Wastelands. But first, amidst the ruins and blood-soaked tales of man's self-inflicted destruction, there persisted a belief that all wars, no matter how long, eventually met their end. It was whispered among the survivors, etched into the very fabric of their weary souls, the landfall upon the man-made shores of the Isle of Twilight, the establishment of settlements amidst its untamed landscape. This, it was believed, would mark the definitive end to the ceaseless cycle of violence that had plagued humanity since time immemorial. And so, as the winds of fate whispered through the wasteland, the tale of the Isle of Twilight spread like wildfire, a beacon of salvation in a world bereft of hope. It represented the culmination of human resilience, the embodiment of a new chapter in the annals of history. For in this forsaken land, the destiny of mankind hung precariously, balanced between the echoes of war's wrath and the audacious dream of lasting peace. The Isle of Twilight beckoned, promising deliverance from the harbingers of doom, beckoning forth the courageous and the desperate to inscribe their mark upon the scarred earth and proclaim with unyielding resolve that this would be the final chapter in the blood-stained saga of human strife. To the battlefield we go, on the dock side of the new arc of mankind.
There was an instinctive part of my brain that was waiting for you to say, "This is a 3-threat game."
I just get one. I get one action point each. This game is far less nice to me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get one per. Boop. And we have to get our initiative back on the thing. So. Get yourself sorted, because I wiped it by accident.
Oops.
How dare you, sir? How
I am,
dare you?
3 or 4 minutes from my house, so if somebody wants to push the button on my character sheet for me.
I will do so when I feel like it. No.
Thank you.
Also,
Okay.
in about 20 to 30 minutes, I might have to step away for like 15 minutes. Then I'll be back.
Don't worry, you'll be
How
killed
dare
by them.
The first 5 raiders shoot nobody but the scientists.
As it should be.
Shoot him. He has nice stuff.
Pull this down. Add.
I mean, hopefully our friend with the 44 Magnum might be a little bit more distracting.
Pull that a little bit down. There we go. All right. So, last we left off, our brave heroes were as they were lining up to board the new ark of mankind. The raiders had charged the dock and were trying to sneak up on it. Thankfully, you had all seen them coming. And Mato, the wasteland survivor, snuck around a building and then moved to flank some of the raiders. And you are the first to move.
I'm actually the second to move also. Because I initiated, right?
Let's,
Well, are you the one initiating combat? Because doesn't that mean you go first?
we already covered that last time. The first round of combat has already happened. We're in the second round of combat at this point.
Right. Okay.
So Mato finds himself faced with the backs of 4 raiders dressed in road leathers and armed with pipe guns.
Oh no, am I the only one who actually has a ranged option?
I mean,
No,
technically I do.
I do. It's just the way I
It
said
depends entirely on what you mean by range.
Yeah, I guess I'll shoot.
Okay. So, are you going to do a minor action to aim or take a cam or anything like that?
No. Everything requires AP.
Okay. So, I went the wrong direction. Who are you shooting? Just any of them?
I'm also explanation. I'm not allowed to use aim.
You're not.
Nope, because I took fast shot. That's why it was good. For me to build AP first. Because shooting fast is better for me than aiming. So I'll just shoot the closest one.
Are you shooting any particular target, or you're just hitting wherever you hit them?
I think you have to aim to target a body part, don't you?
Choose weapon and
Yep.
target. You don't have to do the aim action to choose a target. You just increase the difficulty of the shot. Aim just lets you re-roll one of your d20.
Yeah, it's like aim in STA.
No, I just center of mass.
Wherever it's random roll. It'll randomly hit them somewhere.
Oh, okay.
What's the range of your weapon? The optimum range, sorry.
Close.
Close? Yeah, I say you're definitely close with this dude here. So you definitely can hit him. So it's just his defense, I think, is your number. Difficulty is 1.
All right, and same cost for dice as STA. Correct. 1, 2, and then 3 for the third.
Yes, and I think you can give me AP for that. Because I know AP is weird. The action economy is weird. The resource
Yeah.
economy is weird.
I see on page 26 where it talks about what you can use AP for, but I don't think it says anything in there about whether or not you can give the GM for that.
Yep. If it doesn't say that there's a difference, so you can give me what you're spending.
Then
how
I'm
much?
gonna give you 6 for 3 extra.
Oof. You're making sure you're hitting this guy.
Less of that and more I'm just building up momentum to actually follow through afterwards. Oh, I didn't even do that.
Well, you generated an action point. Who wants to track that stuff?
I'm about to spend it anyways.
Oh, well, never mind. So you did hit. I roll d20. It's going to hit this guy in the torso. Right in his plate. So you roll combat dice plus any bonuses from derived.
I see. I just rolled small guns, but what I should have done was hit the name of the gun. Because you can ignore the successes roll, but it did roll damage. But that gives me the button to roll damage.
Right, yeah. Yeah, because small guns can be used for a non-combat thing, yeah. So, I believe... Just one die? Seems...
No. That's not the damage roll. That is the button for me to roll damage.
Oh! I was gonna say, it's like, wow, I think someone built their gun wrong. Three physical damage plus 2 more, so 5 physical damage.
All right.
That says vicious, so
That's why the head's...
it's 5.
That's why it's 5, yeah.
So do I target him again, or did he go down?
He just took...
Because my understanding is AP numbers aren't particularly high, so 5 is not likely to take him down, but he's not likely to have more than 7 or 8.
Yeah, that first shot does clip him in the chest, and he kind of flinches and he looks over at you surprised.
So I'll use the trait of fast shot. I'll give you 1 AP for an additional major action.
Which, that's the
Normally-
AP you earned earlier.
Yep. This is the reason I can't aim, because I'm just...
So this turns the difficulty into 2 for you, or does your perk kill the difficulty increase as well?
No. Doesn't kill the difficulty increase.
So difficulty 2 shot to hit the same guy.
Unfortunately, the perk I have is only useful if you can afford the AP before the attack, I think. So not much reason to try and generate AP here. So I'll just give you 1 extra.
Okay.
Just to try to hit.
3 out of 2, you gain an action point. Where'd you hit? You hit... in the torso again. 4 minus their armor puts it to 3, so they've taken 7 damage so far. He is still standing, though. He doesn't look very good.
Oh, that's not good for us. I hope your turrets do something, because...
yeah, all that for just...
If I'm the highest damage dealer and one of them is still... it takes more than 2 shots to take one of them down, we're boned.
Yeah.
I will...
We have Larry.
judiciously retreat.
Use your minor to move away. Got it.
Yeah.
We definitely have Larry.
Larry. Who's Larry?
That's what I'm calling the super mutant.
Oh, he's probably Larry. He looks like a Larry.
Living like Larry.
Next is Gregory Finch,
Yep.
the Vault Dweller.
My question is, how does movement work?
Like STA, in that there are range bands. So if you're trying to move somewhat, you can move. Don't bother using the squares. That's just for. So you can move basically a little bit closer. So like a little bit this way, a little bit this way. Actually, probably here would be medium because this area here, like.
Yeah. Like, would I be able to move like up to behind this box?
Yeah, because that'd be another area. So you could move behind one of the boxes there. Because that's a medium range of you.
Okay. I have my 10mm out. And because Mato seems to have these guys, caught these guys.
You could still shoot at those guys, I think.
No, I know. I'm gonna shoot at these guys.
As a note, you will be shooting through these boxes if you're shooting at them.
Okay, never mind then.
Well, you can move here instead and shoot over, like, or move here
okay,
and shoot over.
Yeah, I'll move to like here or here. Is that?
Yeah.
work?
So you'll have cover from one side but not the other.
Yeah.
So you race over, duck behind some boxes, aim at some of the approaching raiders. Oh, do you? Well, actually, you don't aim. You're just drawing. Actually,
I remember I explicitly
drew
pulled my
last session.
10mm before combat began last time.
That's true. Yeah. You have your gun out.
Yep, gonna aim at one of the raiders. That's headshot.
Oh yeah, you've got fucking bats. Show off.
What's the range of your gun?
Look. Close quarters.
No, close quarters is an ability they can have.
So.
Where you can still fire in melee or at contact
Weapons,
range.
small guns, agility, small guns, physical. Meter.
You didn't fill in the range thing. I believe 10mm is a close range weapon.
I believe so.
Yeah, I think all pistols are.
So range.
I think there's one that
close.
isn't, but yeah.
This is no range. So difficulty 1 normally, because of their defense, +1 because you're outside of optimal range. So it's a diff 2 shot. It would be increased to 3 for shooting him in the head, but that kind of helps you highlight his head. Time slows down.
I'm gonna spend an action point for a third die.
What kind?
Player action point.
Yeah, it's close range.
Give.
Oh yeah.
Additional
okay.
die,
Yep.
buying 1. Aw, what a shame.
You fire wide.
Uh-oh.
But I believe luck can help you here if you want
I
to
was
spend
gonna
it.
say, how does luck factor into this?
Spin one.
You spend 1, and I believe you're able to re-roll your stuff.
Yes.
Yep.
You can't re-roll more than once though.
Okay, what does my luck start at?
What is your luck?
6. So 6.
So
Congratulations.
It starts at 6, so it goes down. The downside for luck is that it refreshes at GM discretion. It doesn't refresh at the end of sessions. It refreshes when the GM thinks it should. And you don't even refresh all of it. It just goes up by 1.
Oh, good.
Unless otherwise stated.
Unless otherwise stated. There are some abilities
okay,
that claw it back.
So do I re-roll the whole thing or just?
You choose what you re-roll.
You can re-roll up to 3.
Okay, I will re-roll 2.
Yeah, you can re-roll 1d20 or up to 3 by spending a luck point.
Oh, it limits how many you can roll. That's funny.
Yeah.
Huh.
Hmm?
It's okay on your end. You can roll as many as you want. It's just normally from other games you can 1 point rerolls everything.
Oh, closer though.
Oh,
That hurts.
You are
I
unfortunately
was like-
not that lucky as you fire wide.
Uh-oh.
Freydhart Katran.
Hi. Hmm. There's yeah, okay. I'm sure that something will happen. We'll go help the guy, the blueberry.
The blueberry, yep.
It doesn't matter which one of these three. It's a pipe gun. I'm sure he's aiming in their general direction. Pick one.
Gotcha. Are you choosing where you're hitting them, or are you just hitting them wherever?
Just hitting them wherever.
Difficulty 2.
Yeah, because you got it right. A pipe gun's definitely close range. I'll give you one of your resources for a third boy. Yeah. And then I'd click this and that. And as I recall, it's 1 ammo each time you attack.
Yep. So Mato used up one of his shots. Gregor used one of his.
Yep. And then fire rate is just how many extra rounds you could fire to do a thing. Oh my god.
4 successes. You only needed
Holy
2.
cow.
2 action points generated.
Don't fuck with the NCR.
Don't fuck with the NCR.
14 is the right front leg.
You know what? I have got a lot of bullets. Okay, so when it says fire rate 2, I'd add 1 extra 1 then? Or...
Fire rate. For those of you who are watching us, we are all new. We played 2D20 games before. We've never played Fallout 2D20, so...
Yeah. It's like, the fire rate's a new one to be. But I figure I might as well use it, because I've got the extra ammo and, learn. It's a pipe gun. They're all using pipe guns. I'm sure I can get some more at the end of this. If I'm alive.
Each unit of ammunition spend increases +1 to the damage of your dice pool. You can add up to your gun's fire rate. So you're using it multiple shots to hit the guy.
Okay.
To do
So
the
that'd be-
extra bit damage.
Yeah, so I'd be doing 3 if I did it this way, so that's fine.
So a normal attack uses one bullet.
Yep, a normal attack always uses 1.
And then I've got a fire rate of 2, so I'm guessing I can add 2 more to it.
Yep, that's the max you can add.
Yep.
But it uses up 3 bullets total, basically.
Yeah, I had 17, so...
It's like, bang, 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 I'm making sure you go down.
It
It's
didn't
the
go
panic-
down, though.
It's the panic shooting that I do when something public. Freaking die! Whoops! I went through all my ammo. I really got to be more careful about that.
Hey, I hit him well, okay?
You did. No. How's your
Let me
What?
just...
your legs covered? I don't think they are. So your armor does not help
Yeah, one of them.
because he just has road leathers on his chest. Oh, 5 damage. Actually, you critically hurt him. He does not immediately die, but you notice that it catches him in the shoulder in a bad way, and you see he starts bleeding heavily from the wound.
Oh, I hit him in the shoulder? Nice.
Because it just happened to get right in the bad part, in a gap in his road leather, and just punch straight in.
Oh.
He is going to suffer, at the end of each of his subsequent turns, he will suffer 2 challenge dice of physical damage, ignoring all damage resistance, because he's bleeding.
Hey.
Yay!
So I'll mark that, he's bleeding. This is why enemies have medicine, so they can deal with that. I believe you're done, Freydhart.
Yeah, actually, let me check one thing here.
Sure.
It's relevant for me to check. Is a pipe gun two-handed?
No, it's one-handed.
No. Okay.
You have to take mods to make it two-handed, and usually you get some for it.
That's lovely. Can I have my knuckles in the other hand?
I
stand if I
can
need a
imagine
ladder
you
to do
could
that.
have filled both your hands up, like drew your gun and then filled your other hand with your knuckles.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just like, oh, that seems... if one of them gets in my face...
Raiders. This raider who got shot does not want to stay anymore because he nearly died, so he just runs. The other three don't like what Mato did. Hey, come back here! Get him! And they take out the tire irons and chase after him.
You could say they were tired of you.
Nah.
I'm
Well-
sorry.
And they attack as a squad.
Oh no.
Because that's
You know
fast.
that's gonna happen to us, Gregory.
Otto, you have armor, right? Of some kind?
Some.
What's your defense, friend? That's my difficulty.
2.
2. So I have to hit at least 2 to drop you. To hit you. Sorry. I don't get they drop you automatically. It's not how this game works. That's called the GM is cheating. So I get to get 2 extra additional dice because they're acting as a group. They just hit you. Where did they hit you?
Right leg.
Right leg.
My leg.
And add 2 extra dice to damage. 6 physical damage, minus your DR. As they all kind of say, and they start swarming you and swinging at you, and you're kind of defending yourself effectively and waving your gun around. They just start swinging low and bapping you repeatedly on the leg. What's your armor on your leg?
Oh, it's 1. I already reduced it.
So you take 5, which means unfortunately you do take an injury to your right leg. What does that mean? I'm glad you asked. You immediately fall prone as your leg gives out under your weight, crunching from the repeated swinging and battering. You can no longer take the sprint action. Moving is now a major action for you.
Wait, so they just rolled up and broke Mato's knees? Is that basically what just happened?
Yeah, they basically just kept swinging. They kept swinging for his body and then said, forget it, and they went for his knees, and together they cracked one. So that isn't a bad way.
I am the DM. I speak for the NPCs. Murder hobo again. I'll break your fucking knee.
Hey, Mato was doing a public service. He was defending this place. He's alright. He's not dead yet. Does Mato yell out in pain, or does he like get all grim about it and like try to hold his yelling?
Just the sounds of physical exertion from fighting, right?
So just grunts as he goes to the ground, gun still in hand. These guys are gonna try to. They're gonna move over here because their friend's bleeding, and they're gonna try to help him.
I can't imagine raiders are good at medicine first aid checks.
Not great at it. Nope, that guy just keeps bleeding. That's that squad's turn. This squad. They got Dave! Get him! Ah!
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Hey, it's that one! Get him!
Oh.
I was gonna say, why me? I didn't even hit anyone.
Technically, we both came over here and fired.
Tire irons for Freydhart. What's your defense?
It says 1. I'm not entirely sure how that was actually calculated because I think I missed that.
It's based off of your agility.
6, so I'm guessing probably 1. I don't
Yeah,
know.
the
Okay.
sheet auto calculates.
Okay. Yeah, that was
I think
1.
it's like
Yep.
7 or more agility. It goes to 2, and certain perks increase it as well.
Okay, got you.
So they start swinging at you, hacking and whacking and so on.
Oh,
No, I mean, it's 1.
that's what they needed.
Yeah.
Oh, where did they hit you? Survey says 18.
that the leg again?
That is the right leg. These guys just
That
like
is the leg.
kneecapping people.
Oh my god. I've got 1 DR.
Oh no!
They
What?
break your leg, one of your right
Oh my
leg, and you
God.
crumple to the ground.
Okay, and then I guess I do. Oops. Yeah.
Oops, that
I
guy's...
don't know who to help. It's all bad.
They break both of our legs.
Yeah, both
Yeah, you
Mato
have-
and Freydhart have broken right legs. The same leg. Hey, there's a blue one over here. Get him. Rah!
It's your turn, Gregory.
Oh no!
Yep.
Watch these dudes are like the leg breakers or something stupid like that. Like that's their kit
Fucking-
name or something.
The kneecappers.
Kneecappers. That's a
Kneecap.
better name.
Oh, the kneecappers. That's perfect.
Ooh,
Yeah, I think they hit
your
you.
defense is 1, I think, Gregory, isn't it?
Yup.
I'll take my AP, sorry.
Oh, this is tragic.
Oh no.
6 physical damage to...
Right leg.
Nope,
No.
your
That's
head.
the head.
Oh no.
You have no head armor, do you?
No, I do not.
You take the full damage. Whack! And they just start clobbering you across the face.
All right.
I thought some of them had pipe guns.
They do, but you're close
They're
enough
not
to...
using them.
Why shoot them? Hitting them is so much more fun.
Yeah, clearly.
The blueberry is momentarily dazed, loses normal actions in his next turn, though he may spend AP for extra actions as normal. Further, you cannot see clearly, and increase the difficulty of all tests which rely on vision by +2.
Go. Where do I change how much? Where do I change my HP?
It is...
Oh, here we go. Here we go. I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's not good. I can't take another hit like that.
Bleakly!
Yeah, sure.
Why is this guy
Think we
keep
all-
Oh
jumping
boy.
up?
Question:
close
how does
enough.
spread work?
How does what work?
Spread. It's quality of my flamethrower.
Bread? I'm gonna double check. It's hilarious, as I recall. For each effect rolled, your attack inflicts 1 additional hit on target. Each additional hit inflicts half the rolled damage, round down. Hits a random location, even so it multi-hits the same target over and over. It's not an area attack. I hit one guy a lot.
Here I was hoping I could just roll up and like flamethrower half of them. Well, regardless. Guess I have to go save my friends. Okay. Greetings, gentlemen. Okay, let's look at these flamer stats here. Is the range? Range is close.
Yeah, so
Do I
difficulty
have to be
1 if you're just attacking them normally, because you're in the same range band as they are.
Cool. Excellent. Love that.
But is it close quarters?
Yeah. Oh, it does not have close quarters, so I should be 1.
Yeah, you
away.
should be. Yeah, you should be in the same range band, but not directly next to them. Yeah, you don't want to be in reach range.
All right. Oh, hey, question. How does inaccurate work?
Can't aim?
I believe. Yeah, I believe that's all it is. You just can't take the
Oh,
aim action with it.
Can't hit the aim okay, well, I mean, it's a flamer.
Yeah. You
Why
can
would I
take the
want-
aim minor action. You just don't get anything for it.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, you can take the action.
Oh, even more fun. It has persistence and burst. I don't know what these keywords mean.
Burst is a little more concerning. Hold on.
Yeah, wait, and
Oh god, are we all?
An attack may hit 1 additional target within close range of the primary target for each effect roll. That's the one that does area. That's the area one.
Excellent.
I'm
So I have
presuming, based on where you're
burst
sitting, that you're
spread.
gonna hit. You're gonna go after hostiles before friendlies.
Absolutely, yes.
I would hope so.
As you kind of swerve the flamethrower left and right, trying to keep it from being a
Yeah,
straight line
basically.
going right into somebody.
Yes.
I mean, technically, they're acting like meat shields for us right now. The wall of
Yes,
Raider
and
trying
they're
to
about
beat
be
us to
roast
death.
meat shields. Okay. Okay. I would like to buy an additional dice for this.
How many?
You Oh wait, we have an action point.
Yes.
Do I want to spend? Yes, we'll spend ours. You have enough. Okay, so it's just a big guns roll, or do I press the flamer button?
Place the flamer.
Press the flamer button.
Oh,
So-
and then it says additional dice. I see. You're kidding.
Would you like to bring luck into this?
I would like to bring luck into this. That's 2 9s.
Reduce your luck
That's
by
so
1.
close. Okay, decreasing luck by 1. I have spent 2 of my luck in the first, session and a half of this game. This is fantastic. Okay,
That's unlucky.
rerolling.
Does he keep doing
Now, how do I reroll the dice?
I just hit the flamer again. Really, might as well
Just a flamer.
because
Okay,
you're
boop.
you're re-rolling the whole mitt anyway.
Yes.
But if
I
you
am.
want to roll just dice on their own, separate from anything, there's a thing in the upper left that lets you.
Come on!
That's unfortunate.
And I can't re-roll multiple times?
Nope.
Nope. That is bleakly.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That was a perfect setup, too.
And then
Oh, yes, the turrets. We're about to get to
Parts,
use
the people, the
actual
whatsoever
soldiers.
hey, I resent that.
Sorry, the actually armed soldiers.
that's fair.
a bunch of people in white robes with the symbol with the Children of Adam symbol on them start trying to rush people up the gangplank to get some of these people out of the fight, to kind of get people on the ship and clear the gangplank so the soldiers can start streaming down the way.
Oh, I thought you said they were about to open up with rad guns, and I was like, excuse me, hang on.
I mean, they'll do that anyway.
I mean, I'll be fine. My friends won't.
I don't want to be a ghoul.
Unfortunately, it's a very crowded area, so they don't get many people out, but they get at least one. They get the Mr. Handy out of the way.
No, wait. Okay, I see.
Oop. Actually, I'd probably keep them up here. Oop, just so we know that they're there. And there's a way to handle NPCs in groups firing to help you. And it's in the very helpful Winter of Adam book. I saw it, I was like, oh my god, I have to use this. This will speed things up immensely.
Oh yeah, because Winter of Adam, the whole thing is about gathering groups of wastelanders.
Ah, there we go. A bunch of NCR guys start running up along the, they can't get down the plank, but they can get up to the railing up top. And you see a bunch of them lean over. And they all start unloading into the group. They see that they'll help out their fellow NCR first, so they're going to attack your group. They take out one of them, because they always take it. One of the a whole volley of gunfire erupts, and one of them just drops to the floor, peppered by guns.
Yay, one down.
Some vault dwellers start getting up onto the railing as well, and then they all pull out. Some of them take out 10mm, some of them take out laser pistols, and they all start unloading down into the docks. And they're helping out their fellow raider. Vault dweller.
What?
They take out 2.
Hooray!
Thud. Thud. And then the turrets begin to whir up. Some of these power armored guys start walking up to the edge. They shoulder their vault dwellers and the NCR out of the way. And then their little miniguns start whirring up. And just and they'll fire a ton of shots to help Mato, because he's the one who hasn't gotten help. So they'll help him out. Because these are guys with miniguns, they get 2 combat dice. They always do at least 1, so they... So Mato, you fall over as your knee gets clipped out of you, and then a hail of minigun fire just rips them apart as they move in to try to close for the kill. Mato, welcome to a new round.
Things are now a little less bad.
I guess I'll just hide.
Give me... This will be just a difficulty 1 sneak, I think.
Okay.
You generate 2 action points.
You sneak real good.
As you kind of, in the hail of gunfire, a lot of the raiders, you don't make a whole lot of noise, you just try not to move too much, and they don't really know you're there anymore.
He's actually just playing dead.
Yeah, the gunfire got me too. Gregory Finch.
Yup. There's still 2 people. There's still 3 people directly in front of me. I'm going to attempt to shoot one of them.
You owe me 2 action points if you want to shoot, because you're dazed. Because you got shot in the head.
Take your 2 action points from the player pool. And I will spend an action point for a 3rd die.
As a note, this is a difficulty... your weapon's close quarters, so no difficulty there. Difficulty is normally 1. It's up by 1 because you're extra actioning, so this is a difficulty 2 shot to shoot this guy.
Diff 3 or Diff 2?
Diff 1 normally plus 1, so 2.
I thought it went up by 2.
Oh, it involves sight. You're right. So, not 2, but 4.
Wait.
Oh no.
Wait, why?
Baseline's 2 because you're extra actioning and shooting. Plus 2 more because you need to be able to see the thing you're shooting at.
Why is it Diff 2? Aren't I in the right range for it?
So, normally the difficulty is 1, right? However, your first action is wasted with your character going, ow, my head, oh god, and then extra action, you're like, oh, you shake it off and shoot.
Then I do not think I'm going to attempt this. I do not have the, so take the momentum.
So you get 3 of your regular action points back. You still get your minor action. So you can move, or draw an item, or take a chem.
Yep. I am going to... I think I'm going to take a chem.
Actually, I take that back. These guys close the melee with you, so you can't move away from them.
That's fine. Hang on.
Sure.
Yes. I will use the take chem minor action. I use one of my stim packs.
Jab yourself with a stim pack. What's it do? What does it do for you?
I regain 4 hit points.
Oh, it's just flat?
Yeah, just flat 4 hit points.
Nice.
So you get 4
Stim pack like 200 creds, so...
Turn gone.
Ow!
Freightheart Katarn. As you see 200 credits go zipping into the blue boy's veins.
Yeah, really. I was like, oh, fuck, I don't have that. What I do have is a pipe gun and targets. And my actions, I mean, I'm not able to leave anyway, even if they weren't in melee.
Yeah.
Alright, your leg got broken.
It did, yes.
Freaking head.
So, I want to hit them. So that should be 2, correct?
Yep.
We'll press that button. We'll press that button. That is
Oh boy.
not amazing. Consequence potentially there. But I do have 6 points of luck, so I don't know. I want to use one, so we'll use one. Which is this. This. Oop, nope. Buttons. Okay.
So
Dang.
4 on a difficulty 1.
I made them back. Look at that.
Hey.
And you smack him square in the kisser. No, it needs to be lower than that. 7 is torso. So you smack him in the chest as they close, as they're trying to get down to you and finish you off. You manage to reach back up and smack one of them. Oh shoot!
Go
Sorry.
away.
Oh my gosh.
How?
Pack.
I might have just eviscerated his torso.
He is bleeding pretty badly, actually. As you hit him square in the chest, he seems to be. He looks down at you, like just open mouth and just just looking down at the gaping hole that you just fired into him with your pipe gun. Because he tried to close in and you just shot into his chest.
Well, that was definitely 3 bullets, by the way.
Oh, you shot 3 times. He leans over, pack. Like Oh yeah, getting into melee with someone with a gun's not usually the best idea in the world.
Like, I imagine he got hit in the leg, so he's like fallen on his back or something. He just fired up.
Goes to the Raiders.
Well done, Master Contra. Excellent shooting.
These guys are gonna move away.
Gee, I wonder why.
This guy's gonna try to treat his friend before he just curls over and dies.
Speaking of curling over and dying.
Nope. His friend just bleeds out in his arms and dies.
Oh. What about the other one?
This guy tries to heal his friend. Actually, you know what? That's a lot of friends, and there's a bunch of people up on the ship. Bye. And this guy just
Raiders
dies.
for you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he was bleeding out anyway, like, woof.
Whoops, sorry. I just played all the songs of New Arc Radio at the same time. You fall out of combat. Actually, no, you don't. I lied to you. There's still one left. I'm a liar. Bleakly.
Okay. Right. Gotta look at my character sheet real here, right here. Okay. I do not want to engage in melee because that's actually worse than the flamer, believe it or not. So, Mr. Raider here gets the flamer.
Oh, don't miss.
Are you?
Or don't.
That's a close range weapon, right? Do you like move
Yes.
over here to flame him, or do you move like into the same area he is?
Oh, sorry. I was looking at the one in front of Finch.
Oh, there's 2. I forgot. I'm paying attention to the
Yeah.
board, everybody.
Yeah.
So you're shooting this
the one
guy.
in front of Finch. Yeah.
Just don't hit him too well, or you'll hit Finch. And potentially me.
It's true, because
It
it'll
doesn't
bleed
say
over.
It does spread or may.
It's burst.
Burst is what spreads it.
Yeah, it has to.
It has to.
If you get
Oh.
any effects, yeah.
In that case, I'm sure they can sort themselves out. Right, come here, buddy. I don't want to risk flaming Finch, so
Technically,
this
gotta
one
be a
gentleman
hero
can
or
get
something.
charged down by a robot.
Are you staying at the
Alright.
medium range band, or are you moving into the same band he's in?
Same band.
So you'd
like,
probably move a little bit past him and then fire.
yes. Yep. Drive by. Drive by flamethrower.
Difficulty
Okay.
1.
Difficulty 1. Yay. I am going to spend an action point because I would like to roll 3 and possibly hit the stupid thing this time. Ugh. Oh, for
If this was like normal D&D, you'd be set.
right? Right?
Would you like to let that stand, or you could put more luck into it?
Fine. Fine. We'll miss again.
Well,
Very in character for Bleakley to just float around, spraying flames ineffectually everywhere.
I'm used to you doing this for pruning. Well, they managed to move 2 people onto the boat. So more of the line
Held
gets...
still, dognabbit. This is so much harder than toasting something.
Sorry, keep happening. Alright, the NCR begin unloading on this guy, because he's the one closest to an NCR guy. There's only one, so he drops. And then the Vault Dwellers reach over the edge, fire volleys of laser fire, and drop this guy. Now you're out of combat.
I think I'm just gonna stay here. That just means sitting here. I'm not gonna try and move anywhere because my leg got plastered.
Bleakley's gonna float back over. Are you two alright? Are you in need of medical attention?
Yep.
I think that's no, and then yes.
At that point, Bleakley is gonna notice the leg and go, "Oh my! Okay, one moment."
He's got a bleeding head because he got smacked in the head.
Medic, is there a medic on board?
Is it possible for me to treat my own head?
Sort of. 1 second.
It's like all 5'4" of this guy.
It's it's a medicine test. Difficulty is +1 to treat. Treating injury. Ba.
And is this the first aid action or?
That's what I'm checking. Okay, so first aid doesn't fully heal it. It just means that in the middle of combat, you would have to, if you wanted not to have that penalty anymore, you'd have to do first aid to treat the injury so you're not suffering the negatives. But the injury still exists. To get rid of an injury requires you to actually get a full night's rest, and you have to do an endurance survival test. People could do checks to help you with that with medical attention. But you can roll to treat your injury now to try, so at least you're not at +2 difficulty to anything that requires seeing.
Yeah, because the thing is, I want to be able to help the other two out because I have medical experience, but I can't do shit if I'm double vision the whole time.
How convinced am I that Mato's just dead?
And the difficulty, oh, that's what I was looking for. Difficulty is equal to number of injuries you've suffered. You've only suffered 1, so it is a difficulty 1 task, except you need to see what you're doing, so it's difficulty 3.
It's also difficulty 4 because he's doing it to himself.
Yep.
Oh, does it increase if you do it to yourself?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
GM, take 1 action point for yourself, and I'm gonna spend 2 action points that are in the pool.
Okay.
Intelligence medicine.
If I helped you, it would just be a flat 7. Or if I did anything for you, it'd be a flat 7. Though I might actually be able to help by acting like your eyes. Never mind, you are fine.
Gain an action point as Gary Finch is kind of able to do some breathing exercises and kind of crick his neck a little bit and slowly get...
He takes out some medical gauze, wraps it around his head. He has to take off his hat, which, because I like the flavor things as being Vault Tech, he has like one of those Newsy style caps, but it's in like the Vault Tech blue with the gold trim.
Heck yeah.
Oh, that smarts. That really smarts.
Bleakley, give me speech, difficulty 1. As you're calling for help.
Okay. Let's do better than last time, eh?
Do you want this?
Yes, actually, better to let's not risk anything. Thank goodness.
You gain it back. And actually, that's no. You see some children added people start rushing down, and some Vault Rollers start rushing down.
Here, Mr. Katran, let me take a look at your leg.
Where's the injured? They say to Bleakley.
Over this way, follow me. He's gonna lead them. I know they actually can't float that fast, so it might be kind of painfully slow, but he's gonna lead in this direction.
Squad of medics start rushing over.
Katran's gonna
In
point
meantime,
the other way, like, put it out there.
Finch already has a
Like there?
Finch
Do
already
we
has
know
his
Mato's
bag,
there? He hid.
You know,
We
I'm
know
not
he
hiding
was
anymore.
open, and it's like the best way I can describe it is it's sort of like it almost looks more like a field dissection kit than like a proper medical bag. But
I'm
there's
sure he
enough
doesn't know what either
overlap.
looks like.
Huh?
I'm sure he doesn't know what either looks like.
Yep, exactly. But
He
there's
has
enough
nothing in
overlap
medicine.
that, like, you look at it and you say, "Oh, doctor's bag." But to anyone who's trained, nah, it's more like a dissection kit. But there's enough overlap that it functions as his first aid kit.
So you're leading the medicine to try to help do some first aid for Katarn's leg so he can move again?
Yep, because I managed to push past my thing, right?
Yep. Difficulties 1, you get 2 extra dice because 2 NPCs are aiding you with your medicine.
Cool. I'm not going to spend anything for this.
Six successes, you only needed 1, so 5 are generated.
How'd you get... Okay.
Over at Mato. Mato, do you respond negatively at all to Children of Adam? How does he feel about these Children of Adam running over to him to help him? Or does he care?
I don't think he cares as long as they're not asking for caps.
Nope, they freely, they say, "Where are you hurt?" You point to the obviously broken leg, I imagine. For 2 AP, they will automatically succeed at the first aid. Otherwise, they're assisting you with it, and you can roll that way and hope it's, and try to save your AP.
That's fine. We can
Hang on,
spend it.
I'll be right back.
Okay, how much are we spending again?
2.
2.
Yep.
Yeah, the 2 of them very quick. They kind of lay down and start wrapping your leg. They splint it real quick and say, "Well, it's
I'll be back in like 10-15 minutes.
okay." So Gregory Finch kind of is brought inside with the other Vault Rollers. Whoops. Yeah. The Children of Adam kind of help Mato to his feet. All right, there you go. A bit of bed rest and a good meal will see the light within you restored.
It's radiation.
Radiation is in all of us. It is the light of Adam.
You mind helping me up the gangplank?
Certainly. And they take either arm of you and they'll walk you up the gangplank, so to speak. I might as well get rid of these. No, stop.
I know exactly what happened there.
Samantha, you just kind of let them guide you to your room on the ship? Or to the medical facilities?
Do I actually need to go to medical facilities, or do I just need to go to the room?
So if you just go straight to your room and rest, you would do an endurance survival test, difficulty of 1 with a comp range increase +1 because you have 1 injury. Actually, I take that back. It would be difficulty 4, sorry, because you fought today. 3, you haven't traveled, you just shot. You didn't travel a long way, rather. If you go to the med bay, you get an assist to your test at the end of the day. So you'll get like an NPC who will roll to help you with your roll. But right now, recovering this injury is a difficulty 3. So you could just rest it off and it might go away on its own, or if you go to a doctor, the doctor might be able to help you with it.
But we're going out to sea, right, for a while?
That sounded like what the plan was.
Then I'm just gonna go to the room. I may not recover on the first day, but it may only take a couple of days. And doctors have a habit of charging caps.
True. Sure, most do. You're right. What is Bleakley and Freightheart doing?
Go right ahead.
I was just gonna check these guys. What did they have on them? Did they have anything that was? I'm also curious. Like, did they have anything as an indication of what was? Like, did they just happen upon the place, or did they just kind of have something on them? Like, someone conveniently had a note. We'll find out. I'm curious.
Well, the first thing you get without any special roll, because it's plain sight stuff, they each had one of these I have to roll, I believe. They each had road leathers, pipe gun, and tire iron. And I need to see about looting rules, because it's Fallout. Of course there's looting rules.
You're gonna get so much ammo back. Oh goodness, where is looting in this book?
Scavenging, sorry.
You want to help me with this?
Sure. Hang on, scavenging. If I... Scroll past the section containing food.
It's somewhere in this.
Somewhere in the book.
So give me it is a survival test, perception.
Oh.
Is this including vision by any chance?
I would say so.
Oh, good, because I have a thing for that.
Oh, do you?
Yes, because I have sensors. Where's the...
Does it become more of Bleakley leading it while Friedrich limps around trying to do his best?
It might do. Let's see.
Would you like that?
66 vision and improved sensory system. Spadoo-ba-doo-ba-doo.
Yeah.
Reduce the difficulty of perception tests that rely on sight and smell by 1.
It is difficulty 0, because no one else has touched these bodies.
Cool. Okay. In that case, I think you can just roll.
Oh, actually, sorry, part of it's scale, part of it's degree and scale. So you're searching multiple people. It would be 3 because you're searching all the bodies, but down to 2 because you have a Mr. Bleakley. If Bleakley's leading, then he reduces it down to 2.
Yeah. So, Blakely, you can leave that if
Um,
you would like, unless...
I mean, we could, but I don't have any points in survival, and my endurance is 5.
Okay, well, my survival endure... 5... I've got an 8. Okay, we'll do it this way.
You need, I will assist.
I'll go with... I'll spend 3 of the funny number dice. The funny number
The blue
dice.
ones?
Yes,
Yes.
The blue caps?
blue caps. Which is currently
Okay,
without the
then-
assist.
Hey! Got it with the assist.
Unfortunately, I will not accept that because you're supposed to hit roll to assist and roll 1 die because you don't roll 2 dice.
Oh, my bad. I did not realize there was a roll to assist button.
I can
I-
try with my luck.
You can, in fact.
Yeah, you can hit roll to assist and try to roll it that way because you're only supposed to roll
There.
1 die.
Yeah, I'll hit the button.
It's a new
Sure, it doesn't
format,
use the
so.
roll command. Oh, I select my guy and then push the button. Attribute, perception, skill, survival.
And actually, Freighter, is your
Hey.
Hey, you succeeded. Is your perception better than your endurance?
No,
Is it worse?
it's the same.
Oh, okay, good. Because it's a perception roll. That's why. So
Yeah, it's the same.
1, 2, 3. You're short by 1.
Oh, I thought you said it was
I thought
3.
you said it was 3.
That's because I'm testing you to see if you're paying attention. That's what happened.
Okay.
Uh,
I was like, if it's 4, I'll actually use the luck thing, but...
so, first off, you find those things, and
I'll just keep a list at the moment.
loot table. Okay, a loot table. Oh, I choose which table, which makes the most sense. Okay, that works for me. Given who these guys are. So with action points, for succeeding at all, you get 1 roll of a table. For each action point after that, you get another roll on the loot table because you find more stuff.
Okay.
So we're going to say first thing I'm going to pull from is okay, so I roll 3d20 for this table. 20. You find a radio.
Ooh.
Interesting. And if I'm reading luck correctly here, I can spend a luck point to say, oh, I find .38 ammo.
You could do that. You can use luck. You can spend a luck point to force a result, like by sheer luck.
Is that in addition to what's currently existing, or as a replacement?
I'll take it as in addition because it is a luck point. That's pretty expensive.
Yeah, like it doesn't specify that actually, so I'm like, huh.
So you want what kind of ammo?
I believe pipe guns are .38.
Yeah, they're 38.
Yeah.
So 10 plus
I spent 6 rounds in that fight.
5. You find 15 rounds.
Oh shit.
This is across all their bodies.
Yeah, that's fair. Do we want to spend the other action point, Leakley, to see what else we might randomly find? I think this might be changing scene anyway at the end of this, so...
Might as well.
Yeah. Okay, let's spend the other one and see what we can maybe find.
You find a pack of sugar bombs.
A pack of sugar bombs. Okay.
Basically, sugary cereal with a happy mascot on it. It's a little crumpled, though, because it was stuffed in one of their bags. There were other sugar bomb bags, but they kind of got destroyed by the laser fire and Gatling guns.
that will do that, yeah. Just the blood. The blood will do it.
Yeah.
Those three fellows over there who are now Swiss cheese.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna limp back with Bleakley and all of this stuff. I'm gonna turn most of the stuff over to someone though, because there's no way I'm carrying.
Yeah, I'm sure we have like a ship store or something that we can.
You can tell someone on the ship, like, "Hey, could you help me carry this to my room?" And someone will help you. Like, actually, when the NCR guys will kind of help you along.
I mean, I don't even know if I need it. It's just that might be useful to people.
Will there be anything else, sir?
I don't think so. Thank you.
Very well then. And Bleakley's gonna float off to go wherever the Mr. Handies go because they don't sleep or recharge or.
They have little cubicles they sit in if they don't want to do anything, but they're usually doing something because they have mini reactors in them, so they can go on for basically forever. Straight from the box, Mr. Handy.
Yep.
But one of the NCR officers comes over to you as they see that you're carrying quite a bit of stuff from your haul. Are you turning that into the store, or do you want to sell some of that, or keep any of it? Trash as it is.
I think the only thing we might keep is the radio. The sugar bombs. Is the rest useful?
Hey, every extra. I mean, it's not something we'd give the. Well, we might train some of the people on it, but some of the Wastelanders could use it for target practice and training and so on. Scrap metal.
Yeah, we'll hand that over to. There was it wasn't just me who did that. There was the Wastelander and the Volter. I know the Wastelander likes Caps. He was talking to me about doing things for Caps, so
I should probably
I
trade.
could hand him.
Okay, so it wasn't just you out there. Yeah, we did see that. You know what? We'll convert this all to Caps for you, and then we'll have you hand it out. It'll help you get some support from the make some friends outside the NCR.
Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Good job not dying out there. Slaps you on the back.
Just a slightly more pressure on the leg at the slap on the back. Wins like. I need to find a radio on this list of things. I'm just curious. But yeah, keeping the radio and the sugar bombs, but everything else can just. I think everyone has armor.
More or less.
I mean, I've got plating.
I mean, we could drape it over you, but I don't imagine it too much for you.
Unfortunately, sir, normal people are not shaped like spheres.
So, this is a map of the new arc of humanity. Roughly detailing what different parts of the ship are. To the right is the fore, to the left is the aft, to the right is the fore. Or backward and forward. Different area ships are handled by different parts of the alliance that helps the new arc go. There are, in the housing decks, Mato, you would be up in either the aft, you'd have an aft room or a fore room on the blue housing. So basically your own little room, table, dresser, things like that. Mostly populated by Vault Dwellers and Wastelanders. You have a preference being in the aft or the fore? The aft's closer to the reactor, and the fore's closer to the where the garrisons are. But both are right underneath the merchant areas, because there's the lavender decks cover entertainment, merchants, stuff like that. Some of the merchant stuff's also on the housing decks as well, just for convenience sake.
Yeah, 4.
Off to the fore. You brush elbows with a few vault dwellers, and some people actually clap as you pass by because they know that you were one of the people who were out there fighting on the docks. You just kind of just tuck yourself into your room and just take it easy for a bit and nurse your leg?
Yeah, I think the injury is the most pressing thing at the moment.
Bleakly, the various robots and automata have various duties across the ship. What's your tags again? Speech, barter, and repair. So you're probably, I doubt you're a cargo bot, and you're not a
Also,
engine bot.
Yeah, I can't lift very much.
So you're actually with repair. You can either be working in the fusion core area, or you can be working in the entertainment decks.
Given the fact that he's also given the fact that he also has barter and everything, he'll probably be working in the entertainment decks.
Preference to after 4 because they have pretty good numbers. The four one's a little more heavily secured with the bigger ones, and the lighter security one's the aft. So most Mr. Handies are more common in the aft than they are in the 4.
He'll probably be in the aft then.
As you move into that area, you see there's various other Mr. Handies doing various duties to attend to, primarily vault dwellers and wastelanders who are trying to get a drink, just get off their feet. A lot of people are a little shaken by what's happened. Frequently, you're very quickly given something to do. To like, this person needs a drink, go there. Like, they don't even ask what you were doing. They don't say good job or anything. They just hand you a drink and go that way. Go to that table. Tell me their order. That order needs this. Like, immediately they put you to work, unless you try to get them to do something else.
Oh, no. He's he completed his tasks off the ship. Now he's completing his tasks on the ship. So he'll be, of course, right away. And then he's going to go about his various duties and, entertaining people, being nice, taking orders, maybe helping prepare food if he needs to.
We know where Gregory's going. Friedhart, you are an NCR soldier, so you know exactly where you're going. To the 4, where the NCR garrison is.
Yeah, am I rolling to see if this is irradiated, by the way, the sugar bombs?
You'll want to before you eat it, yeah.
It isn't.
Hey, lucky!
Hooray!
You notice among the NCR in the garrison house, which is basically the 4 of the ship, but it's now been imagine the same housing deck that the other people have, except there's like checkpoint guards that check to make sure you're NCR, like check for your ID. You have your own bunk that you share with like another guy. You do notice that one thing that stands out is that there are, and actually one of the people who met you outside was a desert ranger from the Mojave Desert. They're they're a unit that helped out with the Battle of Hoover Dam, who now are tied to the NCR a lot more than they used to be years ago. So they just brought them along because they have pretty good equipment and they're pretty good shots. So they figured they'd be helpful on this particular journey.
Yeah.
So I believe people are going to take some time to catch their breath and relax. Try to work out their injuries. Unless there's anything particular you want to do before the end of the first day.
The fee give people their stuff.
Oh, yes, money. Yes. So they want it in caps, not NCR dollars, right?
Probably.
All right. So let's find out how much your stuff is worth. Let's see. You have.
I mean, I believe wealth 1 times 10 is just 10 caps, if I'm correct.
Oh, that was the other thing. Yeah, I was trying to figure out what wealth meant.
I'm guessing that's just directly.
You know what also pops up for wealth when you do a find word? Commonwealth.
Oh yeah. I believe the loot table might actually link to it. It's like what it means specifically, but I'm not sure. That makes sense to me, but not all things that make sense are so.
Scroll.
I have 3 different things of food. The Salisbury steak. I forgot about that. That can heal me. Right. You can just chow down in the middle of the battle.
Yep.
Yes. That's important for your hunger meter, actually.
Yeah.
Imagine having a hunger meter.
Don't worry, I'll share.
Oh, right, you don't have one. Jerk.
I don't eat, I don't sleep, I don't drink.
Yes.
Kind of exist. I have been blessed and cursed with immortality.
Roll that many d20. Okay, so how many of these guys were there that you grabbed?
10.
10. So roll 10 d20.
Oh,
106 caps.
Okay. Let me do some counting here. 26.5.
They'll take the half as taxes.
Yeah, okay, so it's just 26 each.
So everyone.
Awesome.
Hooray, caps.
Yeah. I mean, he's generally not a terrible person.
Do you go around delivering it, or do you ask someone to do it for you?
He'll go around and do that. I'll probably have to see if he can get a crutch from someone.
Oh yeah,
somewhere.
someone hands you a crutch. Who do you go to visit first?
We'll go check on Waster Man. Mato. Tomato.
Yeah, tomato.
Loading up my
For going
Roll20
tomato.
right there.
Oh hi. Just in time.
What happened?
Don't worry about it. So he's like in a room or something? Or is he in like a bunk area?
He gets his own room. He doesn't have to share his room like you guys do.
Yeah, okay. So we'll just knock a little bit, see if he answers or says anything.
Yeah, he'll shout. You have to open it. I'm not getting up.
Oh, okay. Just as long as that's fine. A few seconds of trying to get the door open, he'll step inside. Hi. I have some here. You'll hand him the 26, and you're figuring out what the other stuff is.
Hey, we probably should figure out how much the guns are worth.
And I don't imagine the tire irons are even worth anything, really. It's just scrap metal.
They're worth something.
He'll hand you insert number of caps. That's something.
He hands you a collection of caps.
An amount.
An amount of at least 26.
Greater than 26, but less than 1,000.
Okay, I have to look up how costs work when you sell stuff. Hold on.
Yeah, because you gotta do bartering and all that.
Yeah.
Well, I won't say that the caps are worth it, but they're appreciated.
I mean, you were there, you tried, you did knock that one guy right away.
Oh no, barter appears 35 times.
Do you want sugar bombs? Or a steak? Cram?
Well, I prefer the sugar bombs to cram.
He'll hand you the sugar bombs.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with these.
Well, I mean, eat them?
No, I mean as a player. I don't know
Oh,
what to do, know what food's for.
They just get added in your food and drink section.
Because if you're ever out in the wasteland, like here, you never have to worry about food and drinks. You're in the ship, and they provide food and drink for you. But if you're out in the wasteland and needing to survive, that's how you keep yourself from your hunger meter going down.
They can also heal you.
Yep.
Which there's like an entire food table section and the gear section, but I can also just show you what I. Yeah. Congratulations, you get sugar bombs.
Okay, that's what I was checking if these things actually. They took a percentage off. They don't. You would roll barter if you're trying to get more out of them, which you're not. You're just turning it in. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Just turned it into the guy, and the guy's doing whatever he's doing with it.
So that's an additional 300 for the pipe guns.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wow, that doesn't divide well by 4, does it?
And well, you might want to add them all together as one lump before you for the tax man
Yeah,
steal
no,
the
that's what
fraction.
Yeah,
currently-
hang on, I've got a calculator pulled up. So it
Oh,
was...
so do
Oh,
I.
do I also get 26 caps?
Well,
No,
you get question mark caps because we didn't get the full amount yet.
Yes, we're
Yeah.
still calculating the full amount. Don't worry, but you will get some. That's what Katran is going around doing.
And road leathers, I said.
Yes. Road leathers, pipe guns, and tire irons.
50 for the road leathers.
Mhm.
Because they're garbage.
Yeah.
Tire irons. That's the other thing I was missing.
Yeah, because they were tired of us.
Someone break that thing apart. 250 for the tire irons.
706.
706 total.
176.5. So I'm guessing the 0.5 goes to the tax man.
Yep. NCR takes their tax.
So it's. There you go.
Oh wow, that's a lot of
So,
caps.
does that make it more worth it? Now there's
Little bit more
176
worth it.
caps. Meadow.
If you have more, you could break the other leg.
I mean, I don't personally have. But yeah, thank you. You didn't really need to, but you did, so I appreciate it. And I might see you around more, maybe, probably.
I ain't going nowhere.
Well, I mean, I shouldn't be either, but
Oh, if you want to see me, I'll be right here.
okay. If let me know if you need something fixed. Not the
there's
leg.
a
I
little
mean, like.
there's a little squeak in that section of the plate over the deck over there. You want to go ahead and take a look at that, champ? Be a real help. I can't really get over there, busted leg.
I mean, like gesture his leg. Like, when this is better, maybe. Yeah, sure.
All right.
I've got to find the Volter now.
And actually, speaking of, hey, Volter. On this is the map of the new arc of mankind.
Yeah, I gathered.
That's the front.
It's a lot.
That's the back. You, as a Vault Roller, would be in one of the blue decks. So either in the forward area or the aft area.
What would be there?
Your room. So your room is either in the forward blue housing decks or in the aft blue housing decks, because that's where most of the vaulters are.
Well, since that appears to be where Friedhard, Katran, and Mado are, I'm gonna say I'm in the aft blue housing decks.
Someone in the forward blue deck says, "Oh, the other guy got hurt. The vaulter that was out there. Yeah, he's in the aft, room 212." Who thought Gregory had it in him? I know, right? He's not even security. What was he doing out there? I think he was just trying to get on. Oh. I told him not to do that experiment. No, you did not. Well, I thought it.
Told him not to get caught doing the experiment.
So, Friedhart heads to the aft.
Yeah.
You get to his room in the aft quarters, passing through the passenger loading area where there's more people coming and going.
Just do more knocking, like.
Oh, come in.
I can like to fumbly open the door. Okay, juggled that successfully. Hi.
What does Gregory's room look like? Because this is probably actually his room on the... Because Vault Dwellers didn't move, they just stayed in the room they had. Some of them are bunking up with others to kind of give the newcomers more room, but for the most part, everyone has their starting rooms.
Right. Yeah, so I mean, it's just sort of your standard Vault-Tec style room, but the best, for you Trek fans out there, it's got a couple of the Picard fish tanks in the walls.
There you go.
But slightly bigger.
As a three-eyed fish comes by, blub, blub,
yeah,
blub.
yeah. But they're small, guppy-sized fish.
Big as your thumb.
Big as your thumb, but they're pretty rad looking. Literally rad looking.
I'm just gonna start taking away from your max HP now. No.
Just irradiate us. We come make a joke you don't like.
Yes, please.
I want to become a ghoul.
But Gregory is sort of in the back at a desk, watering what appears to be a small, like, geranium sort of plant in a pot. Oh, sorry, Mia. I'll be back later. And he goes up to greet you.
Freehart, you swear that thing moved in response to what he said.
Yeah, that's probably the slightly blinking, like, huh? What? It's just the weird in this room as far as he's concerned.
Yep. Gregory is quirky.
Yeah. Here. Just hold out his hand and like drop like a little bag in it, which is just caps, which is the 176. All of the stuff that they had, the raiders, got turned over. Well, except for the radio. I found a radio with Bleakley.
A radio?
But that's yeah. They had a radio.
Oh, well, I don't really tinker much with the mechanics, but maybe I'll talk with Bleakley about it later.
Yeah,
I have him bringing me down some samples.
Yeah, I was planning on fiddling with it later, maybe, possibly. But yeah, there's that, because the rest got handed over, and then they put it in the cap, but traded it for caps because of the waster. He was always talking about caps for the brief bit of time before he got hit in the leg, and you got in the head, I got hit in the leg.
Mr. Catran, by the by, how is your leg?
He says to a person with in crutches with his leg wrapped in a splint.
Just the momentary like blink, sore.
Has it been looked at
Yeah,
properly?
Man with a crutch, while also
Is-
having advantage in a splint.
is what you and the others did not properly.
Yes, I suppose it's fine. And he just sort of claps you on the shoulder. What about the other one?
I just saw him. He's in his room. He's resting. He seems fine.
Alrighty then. Will that be all?
Yeah. I'll go find Bleakley. Where would he be?
I think he's usually puttering around on the entertainment deck.
Looks around, like looks over, so he's like, where's that?
He points straight up.
Okay. Thank you. Maybe see you around maybe. I mean, we're all here now. Bye.
You go up a
He just
deck. Oh, sorry.
He
Go
just
ahead.
shrugs and he goes, "Odd fellow," and immediately goes back to watering plant balls.
Incredibly nervous.
You go up a deck and find yourself. You're still in the app blue housing decks.
So I'll just like find someone in blue and be like, "Excuse me, I don't know if you know Gregory, but he was telling me that the entertainment decks were up one from."
Well, they're a good chunk of. Do you mean the aft? Do you want to just get anywhere or
I was
looking for somebody?
For Bleakley.
Bleakley.
This little handy droid.
Oh, he's one of the Mr. Handies. He's probably in the aft. You just go one more deck to go.
Okay.
You'll know when you see the lavender walls. You'll be pretty sure that you're in the lavender deck.
Oh, okay. Thank you. You'll keep going. Like, oh.
You see various bars and shops and little cafes and little curios and little statues and so on. And lots of Mr. Handies. But Bleakley has a distinct bleakness about him, I suppose. And he's friendly.
I was gonna say, do all the Mr. Handies look alike?
To the average viewer, yes. But if you know, you tend to learn that every one of them has a little quirk to them, a certain tone, a certain way they move, that sort of thing.
We put a party hat on you. It's fine.
Yeah.
I want to put like one of those what are they pilgrim hats.
No, this is googly eyes on the this is googly eyes on the sides of each of his eye stalks.
Penalty to sneak rolls because he makes rattling noises.
He already has a jet engine strapped to the bottom of him. I don't know how stealthy he is.
Intimidation increase.
Ooh, pirate hat.
I'll actually, you know what? Roll for me 2d20 there, Katran. See if you roll your luck or lower. You might just stumble into Bleakley.
Okay. Just a random 2d20 on nothing?
Yeah, you're just raw lucking him.
Oh, it's just with my luck. Okay, I can actually just do attribute luck.
Oh, it's true. I forgot about that. Hey, you happen to run into Bleakley, who is told, hey, there's someone wandering. Go see if he needs an order. And they point Bleakley out. They point Katran out to Bleakley.
Oh, Master Katran. How are you today? Are you interested in any refreshments?
No, I'm good. I was looking for you, actually.
Oh, how can I assist?
I don't know if this is even useful to you, as he holds out the bag of caps.
Oh, thank you. And he'll grab it with his claw, and then he taps the side of his head, and a compartment pops open. And he just drops the bag in and closes the compartment.
Yeah, that's far more normal than Gregory, so.
Yep, I brought this on myself.
Yeah, thank you for, helping.
You are most welcome. Should you ever need anything, sir, do not hesitate to ask.
I'll keep that in mind. Oh, Gregory said he was going to try and find you later.
Oh, I will keep an eye out for him then. Or perhaps 3. And he, chuckles at his own joke.
That's a pre-programmed joke into every Mr. Handy. That way no one misses it.
Pre-programmed.
It's just like the small little, no.
Never heard that one before.
It's best if you just smile and go along with that joke. Okay, I'm gonna go to the aid station area and just lie down.
Very well, sir. I do hope you enjoy the journey. And at that, he's probably gonna get flagged down by some table and float over me. Yes, right with you, ma'am. One moment.
He'll go to. I presume there's a little medic section because he's gonna be like, he got messed up.
You can find a doctor in the lavender decks, or you can go to your garrison and see the garrison doctor.
Yeah, I mean he probably trusts the garrison doctors more.
So he limps all the way back across the ship.
He's already limped from there. I mean, he's got a crutch to help him, so.
So, each of you are given free water and food because you're crew aboard the ship. You're allowed to rest or work, as the case may be. And certain injuries may heal themselves. We'll deal with a certain NCR trooper first.
Oh.
So you to recover from your injury today, you will get. Oh, they're assisting you. So the difficulty, because you didn't travel very far, but you did fight, the difficulty is 3 on an endurance survival test. You get 1 free hit. Actually, I'll roll d20, see if I roll within your luck, because it might give you 2. Is that within your luck? You're lucky. The doctor's really good at helping you, so you actually get 2 free hits from the doctor. And they don't charge you, because this is part of your job. This is the medic making sure that you're back on your feet and back on duty.
Yay. You said endurance.
Survival.
And I just need 1 as a thing.
Yep.
At the moment. I'll give you 1.
Thank you.
Ha! That is
no.
less than Stella.
Would you like to luck re-roll that?
I think I might, rather than complicate an injury.
Let's not get like sepsis or something.
I would rather not just die on the...
You won't instantly die, you'll just be more prone to die.
No.
Are you sure he won't instantly die?
Unfortunately, you seem to be allergic to everything he has in his bag. So I'm just going to take my 4 action points now. We move away from the NCR garrison, who just tells you to do some push-ups. That'll do you good. Have this orange juice. Like, very unhelpful stuff.
I got
what?
I trust the garrison, Dr. Moore, he says.
Yeah.
It turns out you're being treated by one of the desert rangers. What? Can't you just bounce back from that? No!
Have you tried essential oils?
So Mato,
Cactus juice, it'll quench you.
is Mato just resting, or is he trying to get a doctor to help him?
Just rest.
Rest. You're looking at endurance survival, difficulty of 3.
Don't worry, I just took all of the 20s.
Good God. The worst
Watch
luck
him
there.
roll like 3 20s.
I did. And then insult to injury, I rolled a 9 instead of an 8.
I'll give you
Right.
1 AP just so I have a chance.
Sure. Well, it doesn't get any worse, but it doesn't really get any better.
Alright.
We go back to Gregory, who has a head wound. Do you just rest out the day and hope it goes away, or do you find a doctor?
I'll find a doctor. I know well enough to I know enough about medicine to know that this feeling is probably a concussion and I should probably get it looked.
They will charge you 30 caps for the treatment.
Oh really? Okay.
Yep. You're using up resources.
Okay. I can.
Or do you try to barter them down? Because you could talk them down out of it.
I'm good.
Yep.
Take an action point.
Certainly. Unfortunately, wait, no. Hold on.
What's my diff?
Your diff is 3.
Oh god. Nope.
Oh man.
Oh, that's really
Oh,
unfortunate.
wow.
The injury does not get any worse, but it doesn't get any better.
Is this something where like the difficulty goes down over time, or
No.
Oh, you just have to eventually hit it.
no.
It goes down based on how much you did that day. So today it's if you do nothing all day, like you're just resting an entire day, it's diff 1. But you fought today. And didn't travel very like you guys traveled a little bit, but not a long. You weren't arduous or anything. But you did fight, so you're a little exhausted.
Okay. That sucks, but okay.
On the second day, you notice that the ship hasn't left. And in the morning, you hear a doo-doo-ding. This is Overseer Frostwood summoning the Mr. Handy robot Bleakley, Gregory Finch, Mato of the Wastelands, and Freetart Katran of the NCR to my office, please. Thank you. Ding, ding, ding.
Oh. He just like looks at the other NCR guys like, oh.
I don't think you're in trouble, one of them says, and I'm not sure what she wants to talk to you about, though.
I don't know either.
So does everyone head up to the overseer's office?
Yeah.
Blakely will head up. No problem here. Oh no. Ah, good day, gentlemen. Did you rest well? He says to 3 people who definitely have not improved.
I got rest, I just didn't get better. Just getting used to a bug. On a ship.
Well, hopefully once we get the aquaponics up and running, we should be able to start synthesizing some of the more naturalistic medicines.
Sure.
I have to say, eventually I'm going to get chemist.
You get through you walk through the tall bridge that looks out across the Pacific, the gleaming, murky waters of the Pacific, the gleam of the sun stretching across the wasteland along this the dock area and the various buildings. Distant horizon, you can see, well, lots of mountains, really, because there's a lot of hills and, not mountains, but like lots of hills and smaller mountains near where you are. You eventually are directed into an office that's further away from the front of the bridge, and seeing Vault Tech logos everywhere, the 003 plastered everywhere. The occasional painting of some faraway vista that none of you have lived to see, and probably no one on 003 has ever seen for themselves. It's just some picture of some place that has lots of water. It's pretty, though. Doesn't look irradiated. It looks blue, you know. And you're led
Everything
in...
here looks blue.
Not the water, though. Water always looks dark. You are led into an office and find yourself in a office that's decorated with various like there's a console there, a terminal there, a desk, a chair, various little bobblehead figures of Vault Boy doing some action or another. You can see that
Probably one of them like swimming.
Yep, there's one of him swimming. Yep. There is a... you see that there's a workbench in here with various tools strewn about it. And waiting for you inside is a woman in about her 30s, dark, weather-beaten skin, dark hair. She has a vault suit on, but you notice she actually is wearing some armor plating that she likely made herself. That she's moved over her knees, her hands, her upper chest area. And you can see at her belt is hanging a laser pistol that it seems to be heavily modified. She kind of turns around and kind of blinks as people lead you in here, and they're here, and she goes, "Did no one see to their treatment?" "Well, they did, they're just bad at it." "What?" "I'll make sure a doctor visits each of you for today, and no charge. You, the four of you, managed to buy us some time and help some of the people who are on the gangplank escape from harm. And we didn't ask you to do that. You chose to do that. And that should be commended. And I'm glad to see that you all survived your heroism. I'm led to understand that the New California Republic has seen fit to reward you for your scavenging. Trooper Catran? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I wanted to address you on a certain matter. I believe that these raiders are going to be a problem for us down the line. It would seem to me that they chose their attack time purposely to attack us right when we weren't ready to defend people boarding. The small window of time where they could try to grab what they can. If it weren't for you, they may have succeeded. However, I do not think it wise to leave them alone, precisely because we aren't the only ones that were attacked. As you may have noticed, we did not leave dock last night. We were forced to stay, and we will be forced to stay, since some of our supply trains that were supposed to get to us have been attacked on their way here. Now, we are seeing some stragglers in reports, both from San Fran and from the camp up north. So we are getting supplies. Unfortunately, we will have to send out ranging parties to help escort the last of our supplies so we can get underway. And while we're doing that, we're going to need to beef up our defenses here at the dock to ensure that another attack like that doesn't happen. But in the meanwhile, I would like to ask the four of you to seek out their hideout and either capture the or neutralize the raider boss who attacked us, who should be only within a short distance of the docks, hidden somewhere in the mountains for how quickly they're attacking us. If you simply find the camp and return and are able to give us some numbers and count, I will personally see that you are given 200 caps each. And if you are able to capture or otherwise neutralize the raider boss, we will see to you getting a bonus of... She goes to sit down at her computer and punches in some numbers. Let's see. Well, beyond the actual caps amount, there will also be some extra accommodations for and preference for any future expeditions we do as we travel up the West Coast wasteland.
Really? Well, there are a few things that I'd like to research, and being able to head out on some of those expeditions might help.
You could be useful experience. Chance. I did find a radio on one of the raiders.
Did you? Do you have it on you? Or
Yes.
did you? Could you hand it to me, please?
He'll just like reach out into like his backpack and pull that out and hand that over.
She'll set it down on her desk and she'll lift her Pip-Boy up and she'll start fiddling with it. You hear some radio noises as she starts pulling back and forth on it. Let's see. And then she takes a cord and plugs it into her terminal, and then she starts typing at it. This looks like one of the radios they use to get their orders. Which confirms even further that they must be within... Tap, 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 tap. She kind of forgets you're there for a bit as she taps away at her computer.
Oh, this is something Katran's actually interested in, so he's like, watching. It's engineering tinkery, so he's intrigued.
Oh, you can all take a seat. You don't need to stand on ceremony. You're heard enough as it is.
Legally just keeps floating there.
It'd be hilarious if Legally just sat, like just turns off the engine and just plunk.
Tunk.
Flopped on a chair.
Freydart will like shuffle over to a chair and gingerly sit down.
Well, while I'm trying to calculate this, what are your thoughts on this offer of mine? Oh, the cap amount, sorry. So 200 if you find, you're able to get to the hideout, find where it is, and give us recon data. Basically numbers, armament, so on. Double that if you actually get kill or the raid leader, the raid boss. Upwards of 800 total if you are able to capture him and bring him back here. One way to help you with that, if you can, and if he's at all sane, I believe the raid boss, if my calculations are correct, is a person named Scorch, or nicknamed Scorch. He's a raider who's been up and coming lately in the New California Republic. And if it is who I think it is, if you're able to offer him a pardon to come aboard the ship and surrender himself to me, then I'll give you the amount of the capture rate and I'll deal with the NCR bounty that's on him. And pay that as well. So it's 800 each for capture, 600 for his death, and 200 if you simply reconnoiter the area. Plus preferential treatment for future expeditions, so that way you get first pick, and my eternal gratitude, of course.
Would be my pleasure to assist, ma'am. I guess it would be Overseer. Overseer.
We can certainly have a look, see from there.
What about you, Gregory?
I mean, the caps aren't really, super important, but I mean the research expedition sound great. So yeah, I'm in.
You, Mr. Mato?
I was already in before this meeting.
I'm sorry? She looks up from her computer.
I'm already hunting him.
You
I
are?
show the job note.
Oh my god!
She laughs and slaps the table, just puts her hand in, puts her face into her hand, and just continues laughing for a bit. Eventually, kind of straightens herself out a bit. Oh goodness, that's just wonderful. Oh goodness. Yes. So it looks like shouldn't be any more than 18 hours away from here, based on this radio, because they need to be able to talk. This isn't a very strong. If the signal's too strong, we would just simply be able to pinpoint it out. And if I know Scorch, he is actually fairly handy with technology in general and the sciences. So, but this is a mistake. This has painted him as being nearby, which means you're looking for somewhere that has a transmission tower. So probably one of the old antennae. Boosting towers out in the mountains somewhere near the hills. So, since you're all in, I'll make sure that you get a doctor, so three of you can get those attended to. So I would suggest taking the rest of the day to rest and heading out tomorrow. And I will say we will wait on you. So don't take too long, obviously, because we do have to ship out at some point. But it is important to me that we get Scorch before he becomes a problem later. Like, this is concerning that he was able to attack us when he did. And rather than just let him harass us as we go up the coast, I'd rather deal with him now than later. The good news is, most of his forces won't be at his hideout because they'll be too busy trying to attack us here at the dock or attacking our supply trains. They won't be expecting a small expeditionary force a recon force, I guess more accurately, to go poking around his base. So, small blessings. She starts unplugging all her stuff, and she holds the radio out to Katran. Here you go.
Thank you. Just take it back.
And don't worry, Katran. Mr. Katran, I'll make sure that your superiors are notified you're helping on behalf of the good of the ship.
That'd be appreciated.
Do you have any questions for me? Otherwise, you can head back to your rooms, and I'll have a doctor sent to you.
I'm good.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
I just need to see my quartermaster probably before we leave, but that's me problem. The him problem.
She smirks. Bleakley, Mr. Mato?
Yeah, questions
No.
on my part.
All right. Have a good day.
Bleakley's gonna go back to the entertainment deck. It's not like he has anything else to do.
Does everyone head back to their rooms? Or do you say anything as you're in the upper deck of the ship?
Oh, well, I have nothing to do here. I'll go nap. I heard you.
So Greg and Mato head off to their rooms.
Yep.
Yeah.
Boop.
'Cause I can talk to that guy when my leg's fine. Hopefully my leg's fine.
So do any of you do anything other than rest on the second day?
How much activity can we do before causing making it more difficult to get healed?
It's fairly light, but let's give you an exact answer. No strenuous activity all day. So you want to be like, you don't want to be going for a walk out in the dock or anything like that. Or do any heavy lifting. You just want to be very slow walk, laying down a lot, resting a lot. But you can do regular stuff. You can move around about the ship and do stuff, just nothing strenuous.
All right. Then I will go see what kind of armor I can get. If there's anyone selling anything.
Well, after our first combat, our realization is, man, we need better armor.
There are 3 places you know of just by walking around and asking people. For most people, it's either a shop on the Lavender decks, or you can go to the ship quartermaster, who basically collects. Who, if you're buying from another faction, as it were, like if you're trying to buy from the Brotherhood or the NCR special stuff, then the quartermaster will be the one who goes, "I'll get that for you. This is how much it will cost." It's harder to negotiate. I will say the hardest person to barter with is the ship quartermaster and purser, because they're the barter person for the entire ship. They're the person who's going to be dedicated to doing the big deals with the various settlements along the coastline. So if you want to have an easier time but less quality access, you go to the Lavender decks to find a shop that has what you're looking for.
What do we mean by Brotherhood of Steel and NCR stuff?
Brotherhood of Steel stuff is mainly laser weaponry, the power armors, that sort of thing. NCR stuff, if you're looking anything, certain things will have like gun nut as an attachment for the mod. That's something that your average merchant won't have, but NCR would, because they have an armor with them. Same, anything that's physical damage is NCR. Anything energy based is either the Volters, but really it's better off you're buying from the Brotherhood, because they have science. They're willing to part with some of their stuff for a certain amount of money, because they're going to use that to resupply themselves as they travel.
Do you mean anything mod related, or because every piece of armor has both an energy and a physical resistance, unless it's just like basic clothing?
The mods is the primary thing. Yeah,
Okay.
The only clothing that's absolutely restricted is the power armor, but that's because that's bought from the Brotherhood of Steel, which in your case would be, unless you join the Brotherhood, you'd be doing it through the quartermaster, who would talk on your behalf.
Brotherhood
Yeah,
clothing
that's
as
what I
well.
wanted.
But
Yeah.
Wait, can we
They're
straight up
scribe
buy
armors,
power
actually.
armor?
What was that? Sorry.
Can you straight up buy power armor?
On this ship you can, because well, for reasons that the Brotherhood aboard the New Ark of Mankind are a faction who call themselves the Twilight Sentinels. They are unlike most of the Brotherhood of Steel in the California wasteland. They support the mission, and they kind of want to share technology in exchange for technology back. There's certain things they restrict, but they want this mission to succeed, so they're trying to be as accommodating as possible. Unless you, actually, that's one other thing. Right now, all of you, there's a reputation system that's gonna be used, that comes from Winter of Adam. So right now, for this settlement, every settlement has different reputation. Currently, the entire ship is friendly to you guys, so you have a reputation of 3. The reason that matters is reputation 3 means you're friendly, which means most people tend to like you a little bit, because you're famous for having defended the docks and not ran. Because you could have just ran. Like, you just said, screw it, we're not fighting, we're getting on the boat. They wouldn't have hated you, but you would have been doing what everyone else wanted to do. You're the ones that said, I'm going to sally forth and fight. So that's why your reputation went up to 3. Reputation can be used for things like, if you're doing a test that has to do with the new arc, you can use your reputation at the settlement instead of your skill if it's better. So if you're doing like a charisma plus something, you can exchange your reputation rank if you want. You don't have to, but you can use it. And the other thing is, if you have at least 3 reputation with a settlement, you can do work on the ship, just general small stuff on any given day, and that can get you extra caps for just bopping around and helping out as you can.
Wait, is Bleakley getting paid?
He's been giving a discretionary account to maintain himself, upgrade himself, help with expeditions, that sort of thing.
Okay.
That's how they look at it. They pay him in the sense of, well, we're trying to make sure he doesn't. We don't want our Mr. Handies to suck. Which actually some of the more, that's actually what drew, and actually that initiative is part of why some of the automata that are aboard, like some of the ones that are a little more self-aware, not self-aware, but more independently minded, were drawn to the ship because they're like, oh wait, we're paid? And like, no, there's certain people who would really mind that. You're giving a discretionary fund. For some reason, that wording matters.
You're subsidized.
You're subsidized by the ship. Yeah.
Sweet.
If you buy food from the ship, is there still a chance that it's irradiated?
Any water or food from the ship will not be irradiated. That will have been treated.
Okay. And we need food for each day.
Yep. Oh, if you want irradiated food to save money or whatever, they would shave 10% off. Like, hey, if you want to save money and you really want irradiated food, we'll give you the stuff we haven't treated yet if you really want to save on caps. But we have non-irradiated stuff.
I just mean most of the foods already come with an irradiated die roll.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if we got it from the ship, if they actually just mixed those things in and you take it from the ship's store, still at a risk of...
No, they won't. If you're friendly to them, they won't do that to you. If you get lower than 2, yeah, they might just throw whatever.
All right. And how much food do we need for like... We said the thing was probably 18 hours away, so that's maybe 2 days of travel.
Assuming you don't get lost and stuff, yeah. If you get lost, it takes twice as long, at least, to get where you're going.
Okay, then how much food do I need for 4 days?
An amount. No, hold on. Survival. Hunger. So when you after an hour being full, you become sated. After 4 hours of being sated, you become peckish. After 8 hours of being peckish, you become hungry. After 16 hours of being hungry, you gain 1 fatigue and become starving. For every day you are starving, you gain 1 fatigue. And fatigue basically chips away at your max health. Your max HP.
All right, and that includes time you would spend sleeping as well.
Yep. Because you could stay up through the night.
Which means 4 times 24 hours is 96 hours divided by 8. If you just want to eat every time you get hungry, that would be 12. And the food doesn't say if it does anything more than just because like does baked bloat fly or a death claw state, do those both just bring you up to max?
Well, food moves you up 1 step on the track.
Any food item.
Any food item.
Okay.
Let's see. There is a reason why they have different foods.
They have different healing effects, and some of them give other benefits.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, there you go.
It's like a Deathclaw omelet or a steak will heal the hell out of you. So will a Mirelurk Queen steak.
Oh yeah, and some foods will like I think a Mirelurk cake lets you breathe underwater for a while.
Yeah,
I remember
Yeah,
that.
because that
until the end
works
of next scene.
somehow.
Like for a long while.
Question.
Yep.
So I'm looking at the robot armor, and it says that for each of the things it's got like optics, main body, arms, thruster, main body, or whatever.
Right.
It says +1/+1. Does that stack, or is it just like on that body piece it has +1 what it normally would?
On that body piece.
Okay, so you have to get a whole thing too.
Because remember, when I shoot at you, I randomly roll where I hit you. So if you just put out something on your main body but don't cover your optics, I might ping your optics and do damage to it instead. That's actually
Okay.
the other way around. When you guys shoot raiders, those raiders only have protection on like their arms and chest. If you hit them in the legs or the head, they had no armor.
Oh.
Which is why the lucky leg shots did. Just took that guy out immediately.
I would like to buy 10. I'd like to find someone on the entertainment deck to buy 10 cans of pork and beans.
10 cans of pork and beans. Okay.
Which
Do you
is
want to try
just
to haggle that down, or you're just buying it straight out?
straight out? I'm not that good of a haggler,
Yep, they'll sell it to
and
you.
I don't want to risk the downside.
On some settlements, there might be a certain amount of checking or availability. On the ship, most stuff's available, just because that's the whole point of this vessel, is to make sure the expeditionary teams are stocked up, and then they unleash themselves onto the wasteland and then get back to sea again. You're like Vikings, but exploratory. Well, like Vikings. Less raiding.
And the last thing,
Well, you're kind of raiding. But anyway.
Marauding.
Marauding.
It doesn't sound any better.
Are we the baddies?
Are we the baddies?
Just put this body paint on over your eyes. It's in the blood of your enemies mixed with some oil. Don't worry, it glows in the dark.
I would like to buy. Sorry, I'm trying to
That's
add everything up to just make sure I can do it.
Should I just do the same math on the side here as well?
Yeah, I'm doing my math for the stuff I want to buy. So
Same.
I'll end up writing it down as well. I'll just put it in the Roll20 chat.
Yeah, because the big thing you're only worried about for me is if it's
Oh, I can't afford it. Hang on.
Yeah.
Which takes me to that.
Oops.
So I want to do a little bit of trading in kind, but to an armor dealer. Like I want to buy a sturdy leather chest piece, 2 sturdy leather legs, and 2 sturdy leather arms, and in return I want to sell them an old leather chest piece that I already have.
You can trade book price for book price. It's only if you're trying to get them to pay more for it that you would need to haggle.
All right, I'll just trade book price.
Again, they're friendly here, and you're a crew of the ship, so this particular settlement is super friendly to you. Well, not super friendly. They're friendly to you, so they want you guys to succeed.
We also didn't have that other bit that we just did that kind of, helped. God damn it, I just had it open.
So in this first So keep this in mind. But you're that normally when you're buying even from the ship, you would check for rarity based on like how rare an item they could sell to you, based on challenge dice roll equal to your luck, and based on that roll, that's how much that the settlement has available to sell to you. This first time, there's no problem because it's the very first day. They're getting this is the day that they have all the stuff that they will guaranteed have pretty much everything. But sometimes you'll find some days they'll be like, no, sorry, we're rarity 0 because other people have bought up what you're looking for, or we don't have any right now. We need to do an expedition to get more.
Mm-hmm. I mean, what I'm trying to get, I would certainly hope we have. Let me 1, 3, 4. Which is double check I'm doing it right.
Put you guys all here because it's where you're all doing buying stuff.
So is any of the armor listed in the book purchasable?
Yep, right now it is.
Okay. I would like to get a full set of hydraulic frames then.
Hydraulic frames all around?
Yep.
Oh, so
I did the math. It is
120,
150 total,
150.
and I have 193 caps.
There you go.
Or 186, sorry.
So you get a full hydraulic frame upgrade. It's pretty much as good armor as you're ever gonna get, I think.
Yeah, I'm aware. Also, it has the Armor 3 perk. Does that mean I can add mods to it? What does that mean?
If you were to make that yourself, you would need to have that perk.
But since I'm buying it wholesale.
Yeah.
Huzzah! Okay, cool. So that's +4 resistance in all categories.
And you would need someone would have to have that perk to install it on you. Is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, but on this ship they have it. So that's the whole point of making them friendly.
Excellent. Okay. I'm gonna do the math and subtract my caps and then add that onto my armor.
And don't forget, for a melee attack from one of these, you get +1 to your CD to your damage and gain the stun damage effect because it's a hydraulic tunk if you hit somebody with it.
Oh gosh, that's a buzzsaw on the end of a giant hydraulic piston.
Like, holy crap! What's the hissing noise? That's the end of your life, friend.
That's assuming I can hit them.
I have 4 caps left.
But what did you buy though?
Combat armor. Which is per arm, per leg, if I'm reading it correctly, which is just, I'm assuming that he's going to the quartermaster and be like, I'm trading this, like, here's these caps, I would actually like to have armor.
Like, yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah, and I was about to say, if you could probably do better for damage resistance and cheaper from caps if you went with leather or metal or something, but you can't take the weight. You have to go for combat armor because of how light it is.
Yeah.
Is your next purchase like an actual gun?
Yeah.
Combat rifle or something?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, hey, your the robot's Mr. Handy's carry weight goes up by a lot actually.
Oh wait, really?
Yeah, because your frame makes it easier for you to carry stuff. Yeah.
Haha.
So you have +25 to your carry weight.
Just for the reference of what's being bought.
8 squirrel bits, NCR combat armor, head, chest, legs, arms.
Nothing ever specifies NCR. I'm just air quoting that one there because I would guess.
Yeah, if you're getting it in certain colors, then yeah, you want to mark that on your thing. So if you run into NCR out in the field, that will help with talking to them because you're obviously wearing NCR armor. As opposed, if you bought Raider armor, it's like, yeah, someone sees you and like, I'm NCR. You don't look NCR.
Yeah, exactly.
Do they give a discount on armor that has like factions that no one really likes on it, but it's still like decent armor?
Okay.
Like a discount
Okay.
on like, I don't know.
Enclave.
Yeah,
I
some
have
like
got-
enclave stamped armor.
Okay, I have got my stuff figured out.
Put it into the Roll20, so just for reference. They will give you a 10% discount on it because it makes it's riskier to wear it because if you run into another expeditionary party, you look hostile.
Oh, and this is not per. This isn't. The prices I'm putting down aren't per thing. It's total.
It's the gross amount, yeah.
Yeah, it's the gross amount I have to spend to get it.
I was so scared Freyheart no one was gonna pull down those guys for their stuff. I'm like, oh god, there's so much money out there. Please, someone scavenge them.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I was
Please,
like, I'm just gonna.
bodies.
Yeah, I was like, I'll do that quietly because he's kind of just an NCR engineer scavenger type deal at the moment. So I was like, this is entirely what he does. It doesn't help that he got his leg. See, he got squirrel bits because
I know.
I'm
Nice.
imagining they're like chicken nuggets.
I know.
Pretty
right,
much.
Right, Corbinian? Nice.
Yeah, I'm just imagining they're like chicken nuggets.
You're not gonna buy
I
a helmet
saw
after that?
the laser pistol and I just said, nice.
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 You gotta do it.
So now I have something that can actually take this ammo.
Oh, because yeah, right. I was looking at leather or raider. They don't do helmets. You don't get helmets. They get to metal.
So now my vault suit gets another +1 energy resistance, I think. Yeah,
Cool.
I get another energy resistance.
Hang on. So if it's +4 on the armor, is that going on top of my standard plate? Or is it... How does that work?
Yeah. It goes on top because you have existing
Oh.
plating to begin with. Because you
Okay,
could have
so that
standard
makes-
plating or Mr. Gutsy plating. You probably have standard, and then you're putting on a hydraulic frame on top of that.
Yeah, okay, so that means his physical resistance is now 6 on every part of him.
You mean 5?
Oh, standard plate is 2 physical resistance.
Right. Hydraulics 3. So 3 plus 2 is
It's plus-
5.
Hydraulics +4. Unless I'm reading the wrong... No, it's +3. You're right. I'm blind. I don't know.
I'm like, what
I
are you talking
apologize.
about?
I'm reading the wrong book. Not the wrong
The
book.
combat
I-
armor
I
does
don't know
mix
what
with
I'm
my
reading.
clothing.
I'm reading something. So it's
Mhm.
now...
Sure
5.
you are.
Shush.
Did someone just... I mean, I know where I'm spending these action points on. I know exactly who I'm going to spend it on.
We're in danger.
It'll be fine, guys. I see no danger here.
22.
Oh.
Oh, I can't just. Oh, I need to do that twice. Never mind. God damn it.
Okay.
For leg, I need to do it twice because it's left leg and right leg.
Yep.
Oh gosh.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was like, can I
You
just
don't
like?
have to.
I'm going to because I've got 2.
Just make sure they don't hit the one that's unarmored.
I bought 2 though. I did actually go ahead and buy 2.
Ah, you're worried too much. When are they ever going to attack your legs?
That's
You say it's the man with broken knees.
So yeah, when? I wonder.
Oh boy.
Left, right, 2, leg.
Leg. Oh, my carry weight goes up a bunch. Hang on.
Yep.
It's 15 plus 20, 35.
My small frame ass is having something interesting happen at the moment.
Oh?
Oh,
It's
because
not
wait.
like I'm over capacity yet, but my weight carrying ability is reduced compared to everyone else's. So, yeah. I wish there was a duplicate ability.
That'd be nice.
Four.
I think that has changed my stuff appropriately. Yes and no.
You know, I'm just realizing Gregory Finch would be the kind of guy who would drink the post-apocalyptic equivalent of cranberry juice.
Wait till you have to start drinking the irradiated stuff.
Yep.
Now, hang on, we have Legally for that.
Does that? Does armor stack on top of clothing, or does it just take the armor's one?
Yeah, it's the highest on any particular body part.
Okay.
And now
So,
I
yeah,
have to
okay.
quickly
So then my net's working. I was like, do I get a 3 or a 2?
The only one that's weird that doesn't stack anything at all is outfits, because outfits have a particular thing that only works if there's nothing else on top of them. But clothing and armor, you take the higher of the two. And
Yeah, I forget if that's the case for what's it?
for vault suits,
Vault suits.
I think they're outfits. I'm gonna double check though.
So I've got tough clothing, which is why I had 1 resistance at all in the first place.
Here we go, laser gun. Wait.
No, vault jumpsuit is clothing.
Hey!
Oh. Good. Hopefully next time I have caps, I can actually get myself some armor.
Because outfits are like Brother Steel fatigues, engineer's armor,
Right.
formal clothing, things like that. Hazmat suit.
Lab coat.
Yeah.
That whole thing.
Yeah, you can't have a lab coat and benefit from its benefits and then put armor on top of it. It's like, no. Lab coat has a very particular use that doesn't work if you put armor on it.
But you do get the armor, the damage resistance from the clothing you wear your armor on top of, right?
You get the better of the two. Like if you have multiple spots on your chest, you only get the highest number between the two.
So I don't get the clothing's benefit. I only get the armor's benefit.
Yeah, which is why it's good that the main thing that the vault suit provides you is energy and radiation resistance.
Yeah.
Because then you buy physical armor on top of it, and it covers all your bases.
Just be immune to radiation.
I guess that's annoying the way they set the sheet up then, because the sheet doesn't take that into account. It just you can't have an item of clothing equipped and it not provide resistance.
Oh, I currently have that actually.
How did you
Yeah.
do it?
It's just equipped with damage rating, and then I put the armor into the armor place, and that's all equipped, and it's overridden everything else. I only have 2 instead of 3. So it didn't stack, it just stayed. I don't know if I did anything different to you or not. It just worked.
It just works. What do energy
Odd
weapons
Howard,
use?
it just works.
Yeah, exactly. It
Except
just
when it
works.
does.
Does your clothing have armor ratings?
Yes. One physical,
what
one
do-
energy.
What do energy weapons use for attribute skill?
Depends. Energy
Perception.
weapons.
I know it's something energy weapons.
Wait, it says on the sheet. What am I doing?
Perception, I'm pretty sure.
Perception.
The default is perception. Yep.
That's really good.
Oh, did you buy a...
He actually has he finally has a gun to go with the free ammo he started with.
Hey!
if anyone else used .38, I'd give you some. Because I have a bit at the moment. It just means I'm going to
I'm-
burst fire until I can buy an assault rifle.
Yes.
I'm rocking it for my laser gun. I'm rocking a 9 with a tag skill.
Hey, there you go.
So this is actually something I'm okay at.
I mean, theoretically, that is also me with the flamer, but we saw how well that went.
Yeah.
Ooh, and this thing has piercing on it.
Yup. That's super important.
Yo.
Is this automatically calculating my weight, or? I think it is. Yeah, it is.
Oh goodness. An assault rifle is 144 caps,
Yup. That makes sense.
but it's also damage 5, burst, medium range. So
And that's without mods. That's just out of the box. It's like, holy hell. For a small gun, that does a lot.
yeah, and like you can. Oh goodness, yeah, you can do so many mods on that thing.
Okay, I think I fixed my carry weight again. I did. I have to fix that repeatedly.
So you get for being small.
It keeps resetting to say I've got a carry weight of 210, and I'm like, no, I don't. It's 180.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I did anything different from you,
I
but it's
couldn't
not,
tell you.
It's not working.
You can just unequip the clothing, I guess. Might. Like,
Yeah, no, that'll do it. I just
yeah,
found that annoying.
like it's working for me.
Corby, did we earn any XP for that combat?
Oh, I unequipped the clothing and it didn't change it. So it's something else entirely.
Huh. Wild.
Is there a button to like reset everything?
I don't know. So,
Can you hand it? Like, click the thing and then... Here, I'll try.
Yeah, I can do that. It's just, right, that's more steps than I was hoping to have to do.
Yeah.
let's see. Blueberry is still not much damage resistance, correct? You're just energy resistance?
Also, I'll figure out XP, because I was asked about. You guys would get some. Even with help, but you still get some because you were there and you fought rather than ran.
I did take a guy's chest out. And his legs. Someone else's legs.
You don't get per leg, per
limb.
injury.
2 XP for the head,
Okay,
or 2 XP for the leg, 5 for the
I
head.
have 6 10 millimeter. I have 6 10 millimeter ammo and 9 energy ammo. Nice.
Nice. No, that was just more meaning I actually surprisingly did decent in that combat.
I think what may have happened is I originally manually added it, and now it won't do any.
That could be it.
No, well then no, that wouldn't make sense of why it automatically added the armor. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with it.
You each get 24 experience.
Hey,
That's modified by the fact that you had help from the ship.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have survived if we didn't have help from the ship. So
But if you made it without the ship helping at all, wow. Lots of experience. But that was without the ship's help, that was by metrics, that was a almost impossible fight. Like that was just numbers alone was just so many raiders.
You said 25?
25, yes.
44.
Yeah, 44. Okay, we're almost halfway there.
Don't worry, we'll hopefully get the injuries healed before we actually set out.
Yeah.
yes, I sincerely hope
Well,
you guys.
it's a diff 1 task, so
I mean, don't you dare challenge that. I technically just had a diff 1 task because I had the 2 assists from the doctor. And what did I
and
get?
you rolled
3 20s.
double complication.
So, don't say shit.
see what you want. Astro Created, thank you very much for the follow. Very much appreciated.
I fucked up laying in bed.
Hey, we've all been there.
The true mark of an adult. You have managed to sleep wrong.
He's not even I mean, he's like 18.
He can hold
Oh,
a
no,
rifle.
19, yeah. He doesn't even have a rifle, he got a pipe gun.
I mean, you know.
I think that officer is like, oh, this guy's kind of trash. He's like, it's what you gave me.
This is standard issue, sir.
Well, for troopers, yeah, you'll graduate out of crap guns eventually.
It's like, I mean, you're not even technically supposed to be on the line. You're fix-it guy.
Yeah. Also, the guy who said that to you was a desert ranger, so like he's like way over-equipped compared to you.
Yeah. It's
Dude's carrying an anti-materiel rifle with him.
It's like you have essentially power armor on.
Got the freaking cool helmet thing.
Like, isn't what they're wearing like they took the
Yeah, what
armor
even
off of a
is their
power armor
armor?
frame? I forget what the ranger armor is.
Yeah, it's weird.
Hang on. I'm sure there's a Fallout wiki.
But has everyone
Yeah, I
bought
was
up their
gonna say,
gear?
Ranger combat armor.
I,
Oh,
thi-
it's ride armor.
I think I spent nearly as much on beans as I did on actual armor.
On what, sorry?
Right in it.
On beans.
Oh, did you buy water?
Is that a different thing?
Yes.
Tragic.
I only have one cap left.
I don't actually see water anywhere, so I didn't account for that.
I am
40.
now at 4 caps.
Don't worry, I've got.
I have subcaps. I have like 36 left.
Don't we have the water generator robot?
Yes, if you give me dirty water, I can make it.
Oh yeah,
Good
that's
water.
why we don't have to worry about it.
How long does it
Unless
take
we
you to
break
make clean water again?
I have to find the rule for his mod.
It's like 10
Hang on.
minutes.
Oh, okay. There you
Yeah, I
go.
think it's like 10 minutes. Where's the stinking
Yeah, it
robot
was
mod?
like
Is that
inconsequential.
actually a thing?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
that's why Mr. Handy's so handy. Free,
Yeah, and the-
filtered water.
Hang on. I put this on my character sheet. I'm silly. Why am I scrolling through the book?
Just want a drink, woke up and lick the robot.
Do not lick the robot. The paint is full of lead.
It was you, sir.
Not to mention, isn't he
It's
run
like
by
a
a
boiler.
mini reactor?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like,
Once per scene out of combat, turn 2 dirty waters into 1 purified water in 10 minutes.
Once per scene. There's a thing.
Yeah.
that is a
Well,
thing.
we can.
yeah.
Well, we can gather dirt. We can gather irradiated, dirty water in the field.
That's true.
Yeah.
You totally can try to do that.
However, until then, let me go. Actually, I don't see water listed anywhere as the thing.
Well, that's like a problem, man. Hold on.
Yeah. Unless, do they list it separately? Oh, okay, that's what they've done.
What have they done?
Beverages are listed separately to food.
Well, I
Of
mean,
course they are.
now that you think about it, probably makes sense to somebody.
Yes.
Beverages. Blood pact.
Beverage item, dirty wastelander. Motto is a drink.
Hey, screw you too.
hey, that means he's made of whiskey, Nuka-Cola, and mut fruit. So, you know, that's not a bad thing, really.
It is rarity 3. I mean, like,
Yeah, so just straight dirty water is 5 caps.
yeah.
Which means
And-
that the two together is 10. Two dirty waters is 10 caps, and a regular purified water is 20. So that cuts the cost in half.
I will return a squirrel bit and get some water.
Yeah.
Because I have food anyway, so.
How much water do we have to have?
Funny you should ask. Thirst.
Yeah, how does hydration work for the flesh bags?
They're gonna take you apart if you don't push it.
I know.
Well, you're water. You're free clean water, so.
We just take his limbs and leave him floating around as a floating water dispenser.
After an hour of being quenched, you are hydrated. After 2 hours of being sated, you are thirsty. After 4 hours of thirsty, you gain 1 fatigue and become dehydrated. And for every 8 hours you spend dehydrated, you gain 1 fatigue. So you basically need a water item of some kind, whether it's beer, water, whatever, every 4 hours. Well, not every 4 hours. It's like, every 4 hours you just don't want to be dehydrated.
Okay, so that's what is that, and then add 2. Okay.
I will note purified water moves you 2 steps up the track instead of just 1. That's why purified water matters more than dirty water. Beyond the irradiation, because some creatures don't care about irradiation, like Adamites, ghouls, and supermutants. Even they like purified water better.
Just take.
We'll have to manage some solution, because even if I hadn't spent caps on anything, I couldn't afford the amount of purified water we need.
Oh, I just bought dirty water so that we've got something
water.
for them to purify. Yeah.
I'll make it purified.
Yeah, we've got something for you to purify off the bat instead of having to scavenge for stuff and potentially fail and then.
I guess I was confused. I guess I wasn't sure how we were going to do that, because, right, if it only takes them 10 minutes to do, that's one thing. But if it's a once a scene thing and all of our travel happens in one scene, then that would almost be useless. So I didn't know how we were going to rule that.
So the way travel works is when you do you basically have one scene of a survival roll to see if your character gets to where they're going. And if they fail, then they have to do another scene of trying to find where they want to go. So that is a downside to expeditions and long distance travels, that it's all one until you get to where you're going, or you run into something. Like if you have a complication or a fight or a random encounter, then a new scene starts. So in that scene, you could have something else happen before you.
So that's what I mean. If his water making ability is limited to one scene, then it went from a godsend to barely useful.
Yeah. I bought dirty water so that he can turn to purified water. So that's
that's what I'm saying. That's the problem. Travel is all one scene. He can't. It's not like he can do this every 10 minutes. He can do it twice in the whole scene, or he can do it once in the whole scene.
I also have a dose of purified water on me.
Which, yeah, I mean that's what I'm getting at. I don't think we can afford the beverages we need to not become dehydrated.
I will. I know what I can do. If I just lose one of the pieces of armor, which is 25.
Which leg you betting on?
Or the arm. What, do I bet on arm or leg?
Also,
I'll bet on arm. I'll take the left arm armor off. Did you hear that, Jim? That's where I'm weak.
The next time he takes a hit, it's gonna go straight to the left arm. You just watch.
I'm just gonna list it as unequipped because I don't want to have to rewrite it in later at some point.
Yeah.
I love the fact that, like with all things, like in actual Fallout, whenever you drink a Nuka-Cola, you receive a cap.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like it explicitly calls it out in the write-ups for all the Nuka products.
There are some fun robot mods.
I mean, dirty water that we're buying isn't even irradiated anyway, so that's neat. It's just thing.
Oh really? It's just not as good.
Yeah, so dirty water is a chance to be irradiated if you roll a challenge die. But you said stuff we're buying from the ship presumably isn't.
Yeah. So it's just not purified. It's like, it's not irradiated dirty water, it's just dirty water.
Yeah. Now I can buy. I've got 27 caps at the moment because the arm piece costs 25. So I could buy 5 more things of dirty water or 1 thing of purified. Yeah, it's better to do 5 things of dirty water at that point.
Yeah.
Or I could buy 5 things of tarberry juice.
Yeah, I got I bought myself.
Or
4
vodka.
Vodka.
Oh my god, the alcohol costs as much as dirty water.
Which I guess is kind of funny, right? Because actually drinking vodka as everything, right? Relying on vodka as your sole source of liquid intake will do the exact opposite of hydrate you, but not in the Fallout system.
Whiskey, reroll up to 2d20s on a strength test.
What?
In total. That's not like immediately. That's reroll up to 2d20s on strength tests in total after having a drink of whiskey.
Wow.
Just don't be an int build if you're a Fallout alcoholic, because then it increases difficulty of int.
Yeah, alcoholic does. Yeah, so I definitely shouldn't as the intelligence engineer. But it's funny to think
our
about.
scientists.
You know,
Also, I see why tarberry juice is rarity 4 though, with immediately gain 6 AP.
You gain plus 6 HP. I get action points now. It's like, holy hell! It's like, well, tarberry juice is pretty darn good.
Yeah. So that in mind, I'm just going to buy 1 of those and a bunch of dirty water.
Yep.
Instead of just buying 5.
Yep, it's why I bought 4 tarberry juice, because holy.
Yeah, I'm just buying 1, so I'm not stepping on the GM's kindness a little bit.
The exchange, I guess, for vodka dependency, it's rarity 3, whereas dirty water is rarity 0. You can always buy dirty water from people. You want one of my dirty water bottles? Sure.
How do you delete an item from the items from the gear?
Modify. Hit modify, you get the red buttons on the right.
Well, I know what I'm saving it for.
So I now have 6 things of dirty water and 1 tarberry juice. And we can get 2 of those turned into purified water, so that should be enough, probably, for everyone that needs to drink. Does Motto have any drink?
No, we need to make this journey. We need 24 beverages a person.
24?
It's 90. It's 96 hours. At worst case scenario, best case scenario, it's 48 hours, and we only need 12.
And that's carrying the fact that purified water accounts for 2 things.
No, but we're not going to have that much access to purified water.
And have 3 things of it.
So that would count as 6. That means you would need 3 purified water and then 6 other things. Best case scenario. Worst case scenario, you would need those 3, and then you would need 18 other things. Yeah, I just sold a drug worth 100 caps, and
that's right. I've got
some of my
drug
other
too.
stuff to buy the amount of liquid we need.
I also have a drug. Wait a second.
Actually, I can't afford it for us. I can only afford it for me.
And that's why when you're scavenging when you go out in the wild, you might want to scavenge for beverages. I think was because you can call out what you're looking for in particular. When you were just like, I'm looking for whatever, I'm like, here's what makes the most sense. But you can try to purposely go, I'm looking for something in particular, and I say, well, either yes, that's possible, I'll roll on that table, or no, that's not possible. Sorry, there is no food here. It's all gone. Or something like that. So. And
we're fine on rarity for now, right?
Yeah, this very first time, rarity you have a rarity wipe because they're stocked up right now.
Where are camps listed?
All right. Then I have bought 24 tarberry juices for 120 camps.
I think we found the way for you to get your action points.
There's no penalty to it right now.
What's gonna suck is if you guys like scavenge for beverages, you just get blood packs. Like, it's like that's what I rolled. Sorry, that's what you find.
Again, unless you have like hypodermic needles and stuff, totally useless to drink, right? Drinking blood would be weird. It wouldn't do anything for you.
Okay.
But in Fallout,
Okay, that's 45 caps. That's not actually terrible.
mind you, I will say it would be very creepy if you were seen drinking from a blood bag, because that's usually something cannibals do.
Yeah. I'm guessing I can just sell a buff out for the 45.
Yep, it only costs more or less if you try to barter.
My bartering skills are abysmal.
Certain characters, if you run into certain merchants who are unfriendly to you, then you might have to barter just to talk to them. But that's more of a speech, less a barter. Like, I'm willing to take market price. Like, all right, I don't want to argue with you. Here's the price. It's like, but I want you to give me a discount. Well, now that you asked me a discount, go to hell. It costs more now. Or, it costs less, you're right. Sure.
That'll be once we know Blanksy a little bit better. Be like, could you please? But at the moment, it's like, I'm just gonna quietly do this myself.
Yeah, I think we're all very much in the point of let's not piss off the shopkeeps like day one.
We have to live here for the rest of the game.
No,
Let's not make enemies.
I'm pretty sure the shopkeep's happy with me. It's just all the other people who kind of have a taste for tarberry juice that come behind me are going to be pissed because bought the cases of stuff.
Well, I thought you had a whole case that just came in today. Yeah, the guy taking it is walking that way. I wouldn't attack him if I were you. One, security will beat you up. Two, he's on a job for the overseer right now. Oh, I should probably leave them alone. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Mato just walked up and said, I'll take your entire stock.
See that case behind you? I want it. This many caps. Here you go. Okay.
Okay, this is where small items and weight might come into play. So how much of a small item that doesn't weigh a thing until it weighs a thing?
That is covered in this.
Oh,
50 of a less than 1 weight equals 1 pound.
Oh, that's
Okay,
right.
50. Good
Made that
lord.
rule.
I'm not carrying that much water.
Whoops. Wrong one. Wee.
Did I just scroll past it? I think I did.
Focus me. Oh, that's what that is. Ping everyone? Opposed to ping one of you? Fancy Roll20 stuff.
Yeah. Dirty water ways. Yeah, okay, so,
At least one of you isn't part of the food and water problem.
10.
This is
Yeah.
true.
The benefit
Hey,
of an
Mr.
automaton,
Blueberry,
they don't pull on your food.
Yeah. Mr. Blueberry, you, getting any drinks?
I've said this multiple times. I picked up 4 tarberry juice.
4
you
tarberry.
did.
Okay. I have 16 dirty waters and a tarberry juice.
See, the fun thing would be if I were playing a synth, I would have to explain why I
Yeah.
buy any food or water.
No.
and
A
I'll
Generation
buy-
3 synth. So you'd have to buy the water and stuff and waste it. It's like, it's not even doing anything for me, but I can't tell you it does. So, Greg, did you get any
Water,
tarberry
I'm
juice? Just wanted to make sure you didn't miss out.
I mean, does the AP go to us or does it go to the pool?
Pool.
Yeah, so he's not gonna miss out.
All of the
No,
benefits,
in
none
fact,
of the-
it's
Go
not really handled by the game, I guess, but the entire travel distance, in fact, even in the worst case scenario, and we take twice the amount of time we expect to travel, because we only expect to travel 18 hours, but if we end up traveling all, like, for 4 days, right, we will have 6 AP in the momentum pool at all time, because I'll only have drink like every 4 hours I'm down in a tarberry. So it's always at the start of the next scene. I
And
guess.
your thing is you can only purify 2 water once per scene.
Yes.
Okay.
So during the travel scene, and then I imagine the moment you're in a new scene, here, start purifying these now.
Yeah, and that's, depending on if we have a scene before we start traveling or not.
So here's a weird, like, I'll reveal it just because it is kind of a strategy. If you roll complications during travel, you have to resolve the complications generally
As a scene?
because if you encounter something usually. I don't have to do it every time, but I probably will because they're fun. But it's like, you might want to leave some complications just so you have a scene so you can make water.
That's just funny.
That's dumb.
We're looking for trouble. No. We'll let it happen. Why? It gives us time to make water.
Yeah, why are we looking for trouble? We're looking for a raider to beat up so he can tell us where his boss is.
Yeah.
We found a Deathclaw. Oh no.
I'm pretty sure if we run into a Deathclaw, it becomes one of those, how fast can a person run?
Yeah.
How fast can a Deathclaw run?
It's like, I don't need to run faster than the Deathclaw. I need to run faster than the guy I shot in the leg.
Yeah.
Which is Mato shooting one of us in the leg.
Little personal story. The first time I saw a Deathclaw, I didn't know what it was in Fallout 3. I just saw a critter and went pink, and it's like, oh, I must have like rolled bad damage. I usually kill most things. Pink, dead. I'm like, what the hell just killed me? Is that a boss monster? No, that's just a high level monster, but yeah. Don't attack Deathclaws, genius. Like, oh. Well, now I know.
Yep.
Right up there with Skyrim giants launching me in the air. I'm like,
Right?
I didn't know that was a thing.
Cazadors.
It's not a bug, it's a feature.
Yeah. Freaking Deathclaws.
All I can think of are the Cazadors from New Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. Bloat-fi hell in Vegas for me. I'll just go straight to Vegas. That's a mistake.
Yep.
It's only a bloatfly. No, it's not just a bloatfly. It's a swarm of bloatflies. And some of them are legendary. Get wrecked. What? Who's feeding these things?
No, they feed themselves on the corpses.
Yeah. So is everyone all bought up and stocked up for their journey?
Yes.
I'm good on my end. I also know what I want to save up for next, because there's a mod that makes speech checks easier.
Freaking robots, man. Taking over the world, man.
There you go, Corbinian, in the Discord.
In the Discord.
That's for schoolgirls. Here's a route with some chest hair.
Yeah.
Straight through all of the blowflies.
Oh, I could do that.
That was my brilliant idea, not knowing. Friggin' beginner trap. So, healing. For the love of God.
Yeah, please tell me you guys get better.
That's stupid. I can do that. I'm gonna do that.
God damn it. So Greg, you have... None of you get an assist. Because the doctors suck.
Are all of the doctors on this ship bad?
What?
Why do you think we're not gonna be able to get vodka as easily after this?
Your hydration goes up by a level. Here, drink this and make the pain go away. That is not the problem. The bone is in the wrong spot. Please set it.
I'm gonna eat one for the group here. I'm gonna drink a tarberry juice.
So as you lay down, he's like, no, I'm not having any water. I'm gonna have the tarberry juice I bought today.
It's more like the doc comes in, tries to set the leg or whatever, and he's like fumbling around. I'm just like, step back, man. Just drink a tarberry juice and try to like crack it myself.
No, we just made the vodka joke, so he's handing you fucking vodka and you're mixing it with tarberry juice. You've just got a tarberry vodka.
There you go.
What does vodka do?
It's just alcoholic.
No, you can't make me.
It's true, he can't. He'd like to, but security will stop him. If you start yelling, help, help, make him stop, there's lots of guys with guns and batons that go, cut that out.
So, is the Vaulter still been bonked on the head, or is that gone away?
Yeah, he's still
Yeah,
bonked.
nobody healed.
All right, then
So-
I'm only gonna spend one of the 6 AP.
So someone hang on to the other 5.
I will spend.
Spend a luck point.
How luck to reroll all of it? Or...
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah. Oh boy.
Because I only need
One.
Yeah,
One success.
one. We all only need one.
There you go.
There he goes. this.
Your injury goes away. You refresh the AP pool.
You know what? I'm going to spend 3 because this is dumb.
How many nat 20s?
The
did you
tutorial
roll?
fight. This is very Fallout. The tutorial fight has crippled the party.
Oh, hey!
Well, it works. I'll take my 2 AP.
Yeah.
This is just like the first time I went wandering in the wasteland in Fallout 4. I wandered into town where the Brotherhood are because I was following the radio signal, and a mine detonated, instantly crippled my legs, and then the car it was next to exploded, and I couldn't run away.
I immediately found a legendary ghoul that ran my shit in Fallout 4.
Oh God, that's just no fair, man.
It was tragic.
Spending
What is
AP.
it? Survive? Yes.
Come on.
You saw my luck last time.
Good God.
What was that?
It was survival.
Here we go.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
There you
good.
go.
Good, good.
Also, as you're prepped up, ready to go, healed from all your injuries, gotten accustomed to the new arc and all its benefits, and why so, and you're learning very quickly why people want to be on the new arc, even if they don't believe in the whole Isle of Twilight thing. This is a great settlement. But each of you get 2 luck.
Ooh.
It can't go above your max, unfortunately, but you regain 2 luck.
Well, now I'm back to
again.
my max because I've spent so much.
I spent 3.
Well, I'm back at full.
Yeah, I did spend 3, but I also started with 6, so I felt I could be a little bit more liberal with it.
Anything else you do? So at the end of day 2 and the dawn of day 3, do you do anything else, or do you begin your journey?
And sit down.
I'm ready to hang out.
I'm good, although I do
Thoroughly.
have to get going in like a couple
Yeah.
minutes.
Clearly, I hand Bleakly to dirty water.
Yep.
If I can. If that's too gamey, I won't.
You can hand him dirty water, yeah, sure. Scene's not
Yeah.
over.
I'll just add 2 purified water.
Hey, hey, do you do it? I mean, he can't force you, Bleakly.
Yeah, no, I'll purify it. That's,
Okay.
I understood my role in the wasteland. All I can do is talk to people and purify water. And currently, this is not a talking mission, so I am
What is it?
purifying the water.
What is my purpose? You purify water. Oh my
Oh
god.
my God.
Oh my gosh. Except
Yeah,
for
go to the
if
program,
it's legally, it would be. What would you like? How can I help you today, sir? You need to purify this water. Very good, sir.
Okay, there we go. I sold my cram and my steak because that was a lot of caps for good food.
So this area around the New Arc docks, I'm gonna pull you guys over. I did. New scene. This will be the last roll because we do have to wrap up. But fair, might as well get you where you're going.
It's a scene, right? Put the water in the robot.
I was gonna say, hey, Bleakly.
More water, more water. Do it.
We're up to 4, boys.
So this is where the New Arc docks is. You can see where San Francisco is, Camp Navarro, New Reno, the military base where years and years ago a bunch of super mutants tried to take over the world. Didn't work. And Vault
Wait,
13.
what?
Yeah, that was a thing.
But this green area, it just highlights the area where it's possible that the base is, and you're trying to find where in these mountains it is. All right. Time to explore the wasteland, folks.
Yay.
Yay.
What do we roll?
You donate to my PayPal. No, I'm just kidding. If you want them to succeed, folks. No, I'm just... Clap your hands if you believe they can do it.
I'm not even clapping.
I don't believe we can either. Survival. Oop. Oh,
God,
Also, you notice the music dies away as you move out of the range of the radio station.
Ah,
I'm bringing that radio, by the way, just for reference.
fair radio.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
That radio, because you kept the radio and you found it, that will give you a reroll in finding their hideout, because you can be trying to tune into whatever their frequency is.
Oh, yay.
Cool.
That is how I will help. Unless
So-
for some reason I am the main role. I doubt it.
So difficulty of task is based on how much you know about the place. This is from the Winter of Adam expansion. It's how they cover journeys. So based on how much you know, in essence, long story short, this is a difficulty 2 task. Based on what you know about it and how. Well, the main thing is one, is it an established route? Are you familiar with the area? Is it a friendly location? Or friendly faction control the area? Have you been given good directions? Are there obstacles like high mountains, swamps, wastes, and so on? So this is a difficulty 2 task. One of you is the main navigator for the expedition. In this case, sometimes it would make a difficulty easier if it was a place you already knew about. Like, for example, if you're looking for a vault in the future, you might want the vault roller to be looking because they know the signs of a vault. If you're looking for an NCR place, you might want the NCR guy to look, that sort of thing. That might reduce the difficulty just from the navigator's ability. In this case, none of you are a raider, so there's no real difficulty decrease there.
Well, unless Motto has something to say.
Yeah, this mod has something to say. I worked with this guy. He was my buddy. I was the inside man. No,
Or it's bleakly all along.
this is a survival test. Generally speaking, it's an endurance survival test.
I got that.
Before you roll it, you decide first you choose your navigator, but I just want to tell you what the check was because that's in a different part for some reason. You also decide before you roll, you decide how fast you're going. And the navigator is the one who calls it. So you decide who the navigator is. Navigator says, "Okay, we're going this fast or this slow." If you're going normal speed, the journey should take you about 18 hours because that's roughly how long you were told that it was going to take. That decreases if you're going at normal pace, the difficulty of the test goes down by 1, but the comp range goes to 19 to 20. So comp range of 2. If you have the journey duration, so you go hurried, you're going fast, the difficulty stays at 2, but your comp range goes to 4, 17 to 20. Or you can be cautious, you double the journey duration, but you decrease the navigation test by 2. And you cannot re-roll but you can't roll complications during a cautious check because you're going so slow and being so careful that any complication that would have happened you would avoid.
Are we all able to assist? Or is it just the navigator that rolls?
Just the navigator. You're trusting the
In that
navigator
case,
to know where they're going.
In that case, I do have to get going. So,
All right.
sorry.
Yep.
And are there other roles, or is it just navigator's the only thing? Because I don't know if we have to choose are there other things the navigator can't do, or is the only thing that matters
I'm wrong,
here
and he left. It's too late. Other people can roll. They just have to explain how they're assisting. Whoops.
Okay.
So other people can assist. They just have to.
Yeah.
Well, something to know with the future.
So, narratively, I'm helping with the radio.
What skill do you think would be helping with that?
I don't know.
Sounds sciencey to me.
Well,
Intelligence.
we're gonna want to choose the navigator first because we got to figure out the difficulty.
True. I mean, I have an 8 as my target for endurance survival.
I have 7 crit range
I have
of 2.
5, so
I
I
have
will
no
not be
crit range.
leading.
So yeah, I guess our decision is an 8 with no crit range or a 7 with a small crit range.
And I could potentially have an assist with a guess intelligence survival, or probably be survival rather than repair because I'm not fixing the thing. I don't think.
I would. Yeah, Intelligence. If you're using the radio, I would say science, because you're trying to find the frequency.
Science. Well, I mean, that makes it an 8. But, yeah.
So then you want me to go since you have a good justification on a assist, or is there a reason we would want you to go? Like, does the radio help us at all in the main check?
Radio, no matter what, as long as he's in the party with the radio, he gives a reroll to the main roller. Like, there's a reroll for the roll, so either for the assist or for the main person, because the radio is helping you, is making it easier. Even if you don't get the exact frequency down with the assist roll, it still helps narrow down. Yeah, no. I'm hearing nothing on any frequency. There's no way we're close.
To be fair, I just don't turn the knob, and this should be where it was anyway.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you can go, or it's up to you, or you guys. I've got one number higher in terms of thing, but no crit range. Like, it's just a 1. So, like, that's the only difference we've got.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah, Mata will survey the mountains, take a deep sip of a tarberry juice.
Okay.
So, and that just is plus. So, does that give us a float?
It gives you a float.
No, because I increased our.
I'm gonna
action
spend.
points.
I'm gonna.
Oh, that's
spend
right.
I have the thing.
Your max is 7.
Okay.
Yes.
And
I'm gonna spend 6 of them.
okay, I was gonna say, Bleakly. I think that if we're passing by people, maybe you could be oh so kind and inquisitive and find out any information from people.
I say,
that
chap,
way
you
to
know where the
assist.
gang of heavily armed raiders are?
I skipped over something. That's my bad. I skipped over telling you
Speed.
speed.
Yeah. You'll have to reroll that flat because you have to call it the
Okay.
speed first. So what speed are you going for?
The fastest speed.
Hurried? Okay. So your comp
Oh,
range
boy.
is 4. And it applies to the assist. That's why that matters as well.
Oh boy.
So that's one complication. I don't know why it didn't count the 2 I rolled. It should have counted that as a crit.
It's not counting your survival as tagged.
Oh, no, that's right. It's not. It's only tag skills that have a crit range.
Right.
Just because you have 2 ranks. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I lied. I didn't have a crit range in it.
Oh,
Well, I did. I didn't either. Mine is just 1 higher. Oh well. Intelligence. Science. Nope.
But a second
is that a
crit.
comp?
It is.
Second complication. Yes.
Second complication? How fun. I don't think I need to add to the plot.
Oh, do it.
But the difficulty was only 2, right?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll. You're more likely to succeed than get a comp.
Okay.
I mean, I should say it's up to you, right? I should.
Do
Uh,
it, boys.
Would you call it barter or speech if I'm trying to ask
Speech.
people for information? Speech?
Speech.
Okay.
Yep.
Pushing the button. No additional dice. That's a comp.
So we can use 2 AP to quash one of those, right?
And we can reroll 1.
And we can reroll 1. So you have the highest chance of succeeding, right? So
Okay.
why don't you go ahead and reroll your comp and we'll quash mine. And then maybe we get lucky enough that you also generate 2.
Oh, that would be lovely, wouldn't it? So I'm going to
I
click
mean,
the roll to. Oh, I need to click my token, click roll to assist again.
Yeah, but we're likely to get
Oh,
rid of yours
yes.
at least.
Oh, my bad. I didn't hit the roll to assist button.
Yeah, I just took the top number.
That's,
Science.
yeah, that's what I assumed we were doing.
So that
No.
gets us down to just 1 comp.
Okay.
you accidentally walk up to and ask some raiders where their base is.
So,
Excuse me, good sirs.
how many dice total were rolled? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7?
Yes.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh boy.
5, 6, 7. Don't worry, folks. Next time, it'll be a very complicated journey as they make their way out into the wasteland of California. But for now, that will be the end of today's episode. For all of those of you who are watching, thank you very much for watching. For those of you playing, thank you very much for playing. And we'll see you all, not next week, but the week after, for more Isle of Twilight. Have a good one.
Legally, you know I'm going to do it to you. I'm going to give you more dirty water. The next scene starts.
You're gonna give it. We're gonna do it 8 times.